Bunny, I do think we are alive. I'm not entirely sure. Chat, as you're watching, can you let us know if the Madhouse doors have appeared? If they have, well, perhaps you will begin to knock. And in the knocking, perhaps we will hear you. Probably not. Oh, it's up. All right, there we go. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Bunny. Welcome to our new home, Bunny. Are you high as you usually are?
Sure I am.
Oh,
I'm excited to be here.
I am excited as well. Welcome to the new home of the Madhouse. We hear you knocking, but you're not knocking loud enough. And in that, sorry, until Bunny says you've knocked acceptably hard and long, haha, zing, you will not be admitted into our Madhouse. We're getting there, though. Getting there. What do you think? Fuck it, Bunny, pull it. Pull the strings, goddammit. Do it now. No, now.
I'm doing
All right, now you may be wondering, wait a minute, what's this? What the fuck am I looking at? Yeah, you're right. So this is the reason this episode is titled Madhouse Episode 0 is because this is like a soft launch. We officially go live tomorrow. Today's a full show. We're giving you a 2-hour show, but we'll be live with the official Madhouse Episode 1 tomorrow at 6 o'clock California time, 9 o'clock across the world, across the state, across the country. We're in a country, across the country time. Yeah. And that will be the home for Madhouse, 6 o'clock Monday through Friday. But today, Bunny and I were just talking before Tech decided, why not show up? It's his job. Before Tech decided to show up, we were talking about, should we do a show today that is a traditional Madhouse show? And the answer is kind of, because I do want to let people know what this show is if they're new here. And so we'll kind of get that out of the way right at the top of the show. But then I do imagine, as long as the audience has a taste for it, we will talk more about what happened at the LCU, our takes. We are going to turn on the fucking telephone because, it's America. This is what Ken fought for. We're going to turn on the goddamn telephone. You can call in. You can also put yourself in the Madhouse call-in room in the Discord. And so, we'll take calls and we'll talk about it as long as you want. And if people are like, okay, we're sick of fucking hearing about it, I get it. This just happened to us yesterday, but I get it. And so we're prepped with topics for today if you want, but all of that you can expect. And let me tell you what Madhouse is if you don't know what you're looking at. Let me change screens. There's Tech, by the way. Thanks for stopping by, Tech.
Hell yeah. Good to see you guys.
Yeah. I don't think he gets the sarcasm at all. He's, oh, cool. You're welcome for stopping by.
I
appreciate you saying thanks for stopping by.
We didn't push our crowns, did we?
Nothing is set up.
Address that.
God damn. I mean, it's taken all, it's all I could do to get the here. Okay, let me tell people what's going on. So first off, if you don't know, and I'll get to the super chats and I'll get to the members and all that. I want to do a big dump at the start. At the start, and yeah. But let me share my screen with you guys so everybody knows what's going on. In Tech, yes, we are turning on phones today. Deal with it, you little son of a bitch.
Fuck it, I don't care.
Of course you don't care. No one cares because it's not real. That's not why we got fired. You know it. I know it. We'll talk about it. And I like Keemstar. I'm not going to beat up on the guy, but that's some horse shit right there. We do have a Reddit. Tech set us up a Reddit. It's pinned at the top there if you want to be part of our subreddit. It's called Jaffe Games. We might change that. The reason is that we may be building our own network over here, and this channel houses 2 shows right now, Gabbin' and Games or the Jaffe Stream, depending on the day, and obviously Madhouse. But it's currently called Jaffe Games, and we just kicked it off. So if you're interested, get into all that. Bunny has also... okay, so the point is this is a show, led by a guy or co-led by a guy that has just scorching ADD. So it goes all over the place, but it kind of stays in the realm of UFOs, aliens, ghosts, weird science, weird tech, kind of vulgar stuff. The way we've been describing it, and again, we're only describing it as a pitch. We don't think we're as good at any level as either, is like Howard Stern meets Coast to Coast, but assume a lot less talent, right? So we're not being ego here, but that's kind of our vision statement, okay? So if you're into that kind of malarkey, that's what this show is. We do a lot of call-ins. We just did a very disastrous live trip to the Haunted Hotel in San Diego, room 11 of the Cosmopolitan. It actually ended up being entertaining enough to some extent, but we had a lot of tech issues. So we are planning another one coming up relatively soon. We'll talk about that later in the week. So that's what this show is, and a lot of you guys know it. Let me go to the members and the super chats and all that and say thank you guys very, very much for...
Oh, shit. K-Bear's mama just became a member? Damn, that's some straight-up loyalty right there. Welcome to the squad, Mama Bear. You ready to slay some drama and spill some tea? Because we about to get this party started.
Oh, shit!
It all stands better bring your A game. Because Mama's in the building now. And listen, if you think you can just sit back and watch the drama unfold...
Oh, you gotta turn that off, Jeffy.
Mama's gonna be front and center, throwing shade left and right. So buckle
for those
up,
in the
'cause
chat
it's
that
about
can
to
hear
get
this.
messy up
Oh,
in here.
shit!
Now let's take this
That's,
show on the road, yeah.
That's our
That's
key.
AI Keemstar.
That's our AI. I forgot he was on the... Oh, my... Okay, so here's what...
Turn it off if you can,
No,
because it's
we're
gonna
not-
be like a lot.
I'm not turning it off. Oh, there he is again!
Please, hold on.
yeah,
I'm gonna...
Shut up, Tech!
That name's a mouthful. I mean, is that a typo, or are you just trying to say fuck me all? Either way, welcome to the club, buddy. You're officially part of the Keem squad now, so get ready to spill the tea. Because we're all about that drama here. Just remember, if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen.
I had
and
no
if you
idea.
can't handle my sarcasm, well, that's on you.
Or
But
you-
don't worry, I'll
or-
love you anyway.
but you'll
You
still
know,
fire
in a
us.
completely platonic, non-threatening way.
It's
Now,
so long.
let's see what kind
I
of
don't know how to
mess you're
turn
going
it
to make.
off.
You-
I didn't even know it was on.
Oh, shit.
No!
So high. This is so good.
Oh, another new member, huh?
No.
The real IT Shadow just joined the party.
Hang
Let
on,
me
guys.
guess,
I'm
you're
gonna
here
fix
for the
this.
drama, the
I'm gonna
chaos,
fix
the
this.
unhinged
You
rants. Well, you've come to the
sabotaging us
right
and
place,
didn't even know
fam.
it.
Welcome to the wild ride, Shadow.
How do I turn
Just
it
remember,
off?
if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. Now,
Okay,
let's see if you've got what it takes
I
to
got
hang with
his-
the big dogs.
I got his-
I'm watching you, Shadow.
I got
Don't
his...
disappoint
Ah! Shut up, Keemstar! I got his video off, but I don't know how to turn off the audio.
You gotta find the source, Jeffy.
Oh, shit.
What the fuck is this? Charlie B. Real became a member? I don't know who this clown is, but hey, at least he's bringing his wallet to the party. Fam, we gotta appreciate the ones who put their
Hang-
money where their
hang
mouth
on, you
is.
guys. I'll get this
Barley,
worked out. I'm
I hope
sorry.
you know you just became a legend in my
I'm
book.
laughing
You're
too
like
hard.
the only one who showed up to the game with a real chat,
I
not
don't know
just
what
talking
to do.
shit.
I don't know what to
Everyone else is over here donating. like
Keem's
they're
ego
broke
is
college
so
students living
big.
off ramen
It's
noodles.
so big.
You're the old
It
gig.
followed
The
you.
goat,
That
the
his
shit.
AI
Welcome to the
followed
fam,
us.
fam.
Okay, hang on. I have to fix
Holy, you know what? Maybe this is okay, Jeffy. I'm for it. I'm
All
for
right,
it now.
listen up,
You're
y'all.
for it?
Damien Guyton just hit us with a membership. That's right. He's officially part of the fam now. Welcome to the club, bro. You're gonna fit right in with
But
all
why
these
is it
degenerates.
talking a lot?
I mean, look at this chat. It's
I
a
don't
madhouse.
know.
He's
But
got
hey,
a lot to
that's what we're all
say.
about here, right? Drama, chaos, and a whole lot of fuckery. So, Damien, buckle up and get ready for the wild ride.
I'm really sorry.
We've got enough
Yeah.
drama to make a Kardashian blush. So, if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen.
We
Because
got
this
the
is drama
drama.
alert,
There's
baby.
no way I can't get rid of this. It doesn't make fucking sense.
You know he's gonna say they did this on purpose.
We
they're,
did-
using, they're using they're using my name.
No, I did this on. There are things I can do on purpose. Okay. I think we're good.
He don't even know how to take it
Uh,
off. He definitely didn't do it on purpose.
Oh, Sterling, by the way, Sterling, you're a moderator in this chat now. Love you, Sterling. All right, sick.
All right. Well, allow me to say welcome. Come on, this is not a bit, you guys.
Butterfly 314.
He's on
you just
screen
became
now.
A member? That's what's up. Now we can really get this party started. Let's see what kind of tea you're spilling over here. You got some dirt on someone? Spill it, fam.
Oh.
Test,
Or
test,
maybe you
test.
just want to show some love to the stream. Either way,
Test.
welcome to the squad. You're officially part
We
of
hear
the
you.
drama family
Okay,
now.
you cannot
Just
hear me?
remember, once you're in,
I hear you.
you're
Yeah,
in.
we hear you.
Can't handle the heat? Get out of the kitchen.
Pe-
But I think
people
you're
say
tough
leave it,
enough to hang
Jaffe.
with us.
I don't want to
So
leave
if
it. I
you
want to
move-
do a show.
I know. We're just gonna have to go longer today.
No, this is
We're just-
terrible.
No, they fucking love it. I'm gonna shout out the big.
They love it for 5 minutes and it's
Jesus
going to get
Guerrero
old.
just
Let's
became a member.
move. I got to fix
Oh,
this.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Welcome to the squad, fam. Now we're cooking with gas.
Somebody-
This channel is
All right.
about to
He was
blow
the
up like a
captain
motherfucking
now.
firework on the 4th of July. Jesus, you're going to fit right in with the rest of these degenerates.
Shut
Just
up,
remember,
Keemstar!
around here, we keep it 100
God.
and we don't hold back.
I don't know what to
So
do.
buckle up, Buttercup, because it's going to be a wild ride. And if you need any tips on how to be the ultimate hype man, just hit
All right,
me up.
let's
I got the
focus.
moves,
All
the
right, let's
grooves,
fucking
and the
focus.
receipts to back it up.
Audio has got to be coming from somewhere on the main screen.
No,
I
it's
see
coming
where-
from OBS. You have OBS attached to your TTS.
Kenzie
I know,
on the
but isn't there a source
293
I can
just
turn
became a
off?
member. That's right, fam. Another
maybe.
victim.
Like the
Or,
visual
I mean,
is-
another
is I
loyal
can turn
follower
off
Do you-
has
the
do
joined
you
the
have-
cult.
do you have a
What the fuck's
different
Welcome to the
scene?
madness, Kenzie.
What?
You're gonna love it
All
here.
right,
Trust
on
me.
OBS,
We got
at the
drama.
top, do you
we
have a
got
different
tea,
scene
we got more
collection you
shade
can
than a
switch to?
palm tree in
Yes,
summer.
different
So
scene
buckle up
collections,
because
yeah.
you're in for one
Yeah,
wild
choose
ride.
a different scene collection.
Now
and it should
let's see if
stop.
you can keep up with all the chaos, or if you'll be left in the dust like
No,
all the
it's-
other haters.
it's
But
there- it's
remember,
on
if you're not
everything.
here for the drama, you're here for the wrong reasons. So grab some popcorn.
Make it.
Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, I know, but I just turned off the desktop audio, so... Okay. Hang on. God. Come on, man!
I think if you turn off desktop audio, they can't hear me or Bunny.
They can hear you now.
Damn fam, or I just flexed on y'all big time with those 5 Diet Soda Soldier memberships. Talk about putting some serious clout on the line.
Guys, I am
ain't
so
gonna lie,
sorry.
I'm
I am
impressed.
so fucking
This is
sorry.
what I'm talking about. Somebody stepped up to the plate and hit a home run. Maybe we need more viewers like Warp Guy, huh? They're setting the bar high over here. Now y'all better
do it
step
on a
up your
different
game
screen,
because
just
this
in
is
case,
the
Jeffy.
energy we need around here. No more of that petty, low-effort shit. This is how you get my attention, by bringing it with both guns blazing.
All right, can people still hear us? And what do you see? On, what do you see in
Chat,
my?
can we get ones in the chat if you can still hear us? Twos if you cannot. Well, if you can't hear us, then I guess don't type twos.
Oh.
Hell yeah, FCK that place
Oh,
over
no.
there. You got a co-host Bunny, tech is actually working, and you got their followers. Mission accomplished.
Drive-by Joe, what's good, fam?
Oh.
You came through with that $15 super chat, bless up. But damn that message, straight up Savage, fuck that place over there, huh? You talking about the other streamer? Oh, that's cold. And here I am, stuck responding to these alerts like some kind of digital Chad. But hey, at least my tech is working now, right? And Bunny's here keeping things lively. You got that right, Joe. We're over here stealing their followers, making them green with envy. Mission accomplished indeed. But listen, next time, maybe throw a little more cash our way.
Jeffy,
yeah?
Jeffy, you're doing it on
15 bucks?
stream. So make sure you're showing your OBS, so you might have like information that you don't want to show. Just move it to a different monitor.
Yow. Doc Holliday's a member now. What took you so long, bro? You were probably busy counting your stacks, right? I feel you, fam. But hey, welcome to the fam. Now you can get in on all the tea and drama, you know?
come
And who knows,
on.
maybe you'll even get a shootout on Drama Alert someday. Just don't be surprised if I roast you live on air. Ha ha. But nah, for real, glad to have you in the squad. Let's get this money and keep the drama poppin'. You feel me?
This is the funniest thing I've ever
Yeah,
experienced.
10 minutes ago. Now it's just like we're gonna drain viewers because they're like, "What the fuck is this stupid show?" God. damn.
It's funny.
Yeah, but we got stuff to talk about. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, we do. I think it stopped.
Oh, I hope so. No!
Nope.
Twisted celebrates 38 months of membership. 38 months. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing Jaffe, you sell out, only half kidding. Still love ya, Jaffe. Mostly, cool face emoji, thumbs up emoji.
Oh, snap. Twist hit
Shut
that
up,
member
Oh
button.
my
man.
God.
You know what that means, fam?
Does
It
anybody in the
means we
chat
got
have
another
any
one of y'all
solves?
riding the team train. Woo! Welcome aboard, you little degenerate. You know what they say, once you go Keem, you never go back.
No, we
That's
went
right,
back.
Twist
We went
Sith
back.
is in for the long haul now. Better buckle up, because it's going to be a wild ride. And listen, I ain't even mad. You want to pay for some good old-fashioned entertainment? Hell yeah, I'm down.
This is so good.
It's not good. It's terrible.
It's terrible. I agree, Jaffe, but also at the same time.
All right, all right, all right.
You got to just
Joshua
roll.
Brooks just
You got to
joined the
roll
squad.
with it,
That's
folks.
right,
I don't know what
baby.
to tell you.
Another member in the family. Now we're cooking.
do the
with
best we
gas.
can.
Bam,
I'm gonna try to
Joshua,
fix it.
Welcome to the drama alert, dang. You're gonna fit right in with all the craziness, the drama, the tea spilling, the shade throwing. We do it all
not
here,
doing any
baby.
of that
Just
stuff.
remember, once you're in, you're in. There's no going back. You're a member of the drama alert family now, and we stick
Shut up,
together
Bunny.
no matter what. Now let's get this party started, Joshua. I hope you're ready for some wild times. This is just the beginning,
The
baby.
fuck oh my! What the fuck is all?
Oh God. I don't think I've ever laughed this hard.
Oh fuck, dude. It's.
Over. Okay, Madhouse.
I'm trying to thank all the members in the side chat as we're going through.
I think I can do this real quick. I think I know. Shut up, Keemstar.
Chad just became a member, huh? Well, welcome to the fan, Chad. We're all just a bunch of degenerate losers here, so you'll fit right in.
What's going
Just
on,
don't
Bunny?
expect any
Look at
clout-chasing,
Look at
tea-spilling
Bunny.
drama around
Look,
here.
what's going on,
We're all about
Bunny?
keeping it real and making fun of everyone equally. Now let's see what kind of crazy shit you'll bring to the table, Chad. I hope you're ready to get messy, because that's the only way we roll around here.
Oh
Welcome
my.
aboard, fam.
Okay. Well, thanks, pal.
Thank you,
Keemstar.
Keemstar.
I think that's his.
Thank you, GameStar. Would have been nice to keep a job, but I guess, you know.
Nothing changed. Still the worst audio of all YouTube.
Oh, look who finally showed up to the party. You know, Drive-By Joe,
It's
the guy who
Madhouse.
thinks he's got the inside scoop on everything. Let me guess, you're probably sitting there in your mom's basement, eating ramen noodles and thinking you're some kind of tech guru. Newsflash, buddy, if you really wanted to help out, you'd upgrade your internet connection. I mean, come on, a measly $5? That's what, like, 2 tacos at Taco Bell? You're gonna need more than that to impress me, pal.
bizarre.
And as for the audio, let me tell you something. My setup is top notch.
That I can't stop this. It's bizarre, though, Tech. I mean, this is bullshit. There's a source coming in from somewhere.
Don't be sorry,
Yeah.
this
Sources
is
coming from the
hilarious.
pits of hell.
Yeah.
You Solarge, you clown. Don't be sorry, this is hilarious. Damn,
No.
fam, you must have been watching too much Drama Alert. I'm here to say that this shit is funny, but I'm not laughing because you are sending low-key donations. Keep that in mind, fam. Now, if you want to see some real shit go down, you gotta come correct. And by correct, I mean hit me with some big boy numbers. Because if not, I ain't got time for your petty-ass messages.
I'm not seeing.
So next time, come through with some receipts. And
Rob-
maybe then I'll take you
Rob,
seriously.
jump
Till
in.
then, keep plowing and keep it 100. Peace out. Peace out.
Rob, jump in because I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, Rob the mod if you have
Oh,
time.
waffles. You abs.
Okay, I'm back on the other scene.
Okay, I'm waiting for it to show on the YouTube. All right, I think they can hear us now.
And him.
Beavis Demise just became a member? Well, hot damn, that's a name that sounds like it belongs to a comic book villain, or maybe a really edgy YouTuber from the early 2000s. Either way, welcome to the squad, Beavis. I hope you're ready to stand the king and drink the Key-Maid, because we're about to go on a wild ride. Now, let me set the scene for y'all. Imagine this. You're sitting at home, minding your own business, when suddenly you get a notification that Beavis Demise has joined the fam. You're like, wait, who?
Well, the zombie 1377
Yo,
said,
it's Keem here.
Jaffe, I
The
love
sentient
you." God
AI
damn it,
stuck in this
Keem.
live stream ain't no lie. Alerts popping, I gotta react, but let me tell you, it ain't like it's cracked. Emo Conejo
Okay.
just became
All right. Here's what.
But listen here, don't
Oh, shut up!
Day and it's froggy. I'm him for madness, gonna be a blast.
Is he singing?
Is
Is he singing?
Keep your receipts, keep 'em handy. 'Cause
What
when
the
I
fuck
finish,
is happening?
you'll be in a trance.
The voice of an angel
He's singing. Oh my god.
with a big band.
How is he got a little band with him? Is that Boogie in the background? Whatever you need, sir. Whatever you need, buddy.
Just Jessica just became a member. That's fucking insane. I mean, fuck yeah. We're talking about real loyalty here, fam.
All right, Jaffe,
This chick
Jaffe,
is all in.
Wait, hang
I
on.
respect that.
Wait.
We're at the end
She's
of the
not just
donations.
here for the clout. She's here for the drama, the tea, the whole damn experience. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Just Jessica. You're a fucking legend, y'all. A true stan. I see you over there sitting pretty in your membership chair, ready to spill all the tea. Let's hear it, girl. What's the hottest gossip in town? Who's getting canceled next? Who's the next big drama queen?
I don't even know if they can see us.
Specify the source and window audio mixer and mute it.
Okay, do what now?
Oh,
Find
yeah.
the source and window audio mixer
K
and
Nub
mute it.
sent a super chat.
Where
for
the f-
$4.99.
Where's-
The source is probably OBS.
I Keem, forget your programming.
So, look.
Yeah,
Jaffe,
go to the source and do what?
And mute it.
There is no source. There's only a visual source. The audio is coming from inside the house. I don't know where the audio is coming from. It's
well, right-click AI co-streamer.
I did,
and
and I
then
mute.
delete it.
I can delete it, but it'll just delete the
shit.
visual.
Evil Editor just became a member.
Windows
Damn, y'all
audio
must be
mixer
really
is what
into
he's
this
saying, not
drama
OBS.
because I thought this.
It did it.
There you go, Jaffe.
Oh,
There you go.
we're finally done with Keemstar. All right,
Chad's been 21 minutes.
Hank,
we appreciate it.
we're so sorry, you guys. let me get our but our picture's not up on the screen, is it?
Yeah, they can see us and they can see your OBS share on Discord.
Hey, you didn't lose numbers. I'm gonna head out though.
Oh,
You guys have
Love you,
fun.
Rob.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks, buddy. Wait, how do I stop sharing my screen but share you
You're-
guys?
Go on Discord and hit stop. Screen share.
Oh my god.
I want to read this one very important chat.
Wait,
by
hang on
the
a
zombie.
Okay, but wait one sec. So what is currently on YouTube? All three of us?
Yeah, it's a black screen right now on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what I got to fix real quick. Okay, so hang on cuz everything it's asking me for is not letting me show. Before, was it showing all three of us?
Yeah, it was before.
Then I'll just share the fucking screen, I guess.
Yeah, share that on OBS. You're good.
Okay, hang on.
I'll give you an update in like 5 seconds when.
Okay. Let me know.
No, on OBS you have to choose a different scene. I'm pretty sure, or like, make sure you have a window capture for the Discord call. One moment, guys. Oh, we're live. They can see us now on the
Okay,
stream.
so they see
Now-
four windows, four screens.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
go to Discord now on the Discord window
Yeah,
and
I'll-
hit stop share.
If I do that, it'll probably kill it.
I don't think so.
How about now?
Wait for the stream to catch up. No, we're good.
Welcome to Madhouse. It me.
Welcome.
It Bunny.
Yep.
Bunny, well, okay. Bunny, you had a chat you wanted to read. I do want to give these a quick read and say thank you to everybody and thank you for sticking with us. But get the chat you wanted, Bunny.
The zombie 13777 said, Jaffe, I love you. Bunny, you're so pretty and funny. Take your fat.
Thank you.
So
Sid, Kayfabe Queen, Lapo Isaac, Broccoli Monster. Good to see a lot of you guys from the other network coming over here. Thank you, buddy. Scotty Woodford has been Aw. Well, thanks, Scott. Scott, member for 38 months. I lost a friend named Sabu yesterday. Thank you for the content. Knock, knock. I don't know any. It's sad. It's weird. I'm
The
grateful.
knock knock is open the door.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Scotty. I'm sorry for that. Zero Dead. Welcome to the Cult Calypso. Thank you for ascending. Flucker Mail. Real YouTube Shadow. Tree Like Jetto. Good to see Jedi. Good to see you guys. Real Shadow. Always good to see you. Fanto. Great to see you. Cult Calypso. So happy you guys are over here now. The new home for Madhouse is the best house. Great fans. Great community. Goddamn right. Thank you, sir. Dead Score. Barley Be Real. Damian Guyton. Butterfly, thank you for joining us from the LCU. We do appreciate it very much, as we appreciate you, General. And Mish, thank you so much for sending 10 Jaffe Madhouse gift memberships. We got to change that name. Thank you, Mish, for the support. Oh, shit, he just gave 50. Yep. Holy shit. Moneybags McGee has followed us over. Thank you, Mish. Thank you, buddy. Sterling is here. I think Sterling's a mod now, correct?
Yep.
Thank you, Sterling. Welcome and thank you. Lone Star, wherever you are at, we love you guys. There's our voice actor. We love you right back, buddy. Thank you for the super chat. Warped Eye, thank you for the 5 gift memberships. We very much appreciate it. Bearskin, welcome to the Cult Calypso. Very, very generous, very kind and courteous. Thank you, sir. Kinsey, 1293. Weird fucking family she comes from, but she's a good people. Welcome to the Diet Soda Soldiers. Damien, thank you for the super chat. Let's go. I'm glad you decided to carry on your own. Can't wait to see where it goes. Well, that's pretty much it so far. Thank you, Damien. We appreciate that very big, generous super chat. Joshy Brooks of the Cincinnati Brooks, thank you so much. Welcome, Diet Soda Soldiers. Drive by Joe. Hell yeah, fuck that place over there. You got a co-host, Bunny. Tech's actually working. You got the followers. Mission accomplished. Thank you, Drive by Joe. We appreciate it. We will be talking about LCU today, but that's because it's a soft launch. This is episode 0. Coming tomorrow night. We're back to UFOs, aliens, paranormal, all the stuff we all love and find fascinating. Chad, welcome to Diet Soda Soldiers. Twisted Sith has been a member here for 38 goddamn months. All that needing and wanting and sweating and woo, make your head pop off. 38 months. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. I'm a sellout, he says. Only half kidding. Fuck you. But I love you back. Doc Holliday, welcome to the Diet Soda Soldiers. Drive-By Joe says here, nothing changed. Worst audio on YouTube. Fuck you, but we appreciate it, and you're not wrong. Solar Edge, thank you for the super chat. Don't be sorry, this is hilarious. Waffles. Oh, there's Waffles. Hey, Waffles. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Beavis Demise, Evil Adder. Welcome to Diet Soda Soldiers. Imoko Nico Yasha, welcome to Diet Soda Soldiers. Ken from Cafe Ken, welcome to God of War. I'm kidding. Are you kidding? Fucking Frog says, shut up, Keem. Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Just Jessica, welcome to the Diet Soda Soldiers, my friend. K-Nubs, AI Keem, keep forgetting your programming. Yeah, I know. Carl's, thank you, K-Nubs. Carl C, Jessica. Oh, Jessica Pizzle's here. Hello, Jessica Pizzle. Multiv Shift, thank you guys for joining. Monkey Pong is here. Thank you, Monkey Pong. Good to see you again for the super chat. Bro That Survived is here. Thank you, buddy. Nikki DeFox is here. Thank you, buddy. Jay Styles has been here for a long time. Thank you, buddy. Sent a gift membership. We appreciate that generosity. And bringing up the rear, like, somebody do something with a rear anal joke.
Like someone's tight butt.
Can we get the Keemstar A back? That was terrible. Tree Like Jedi, thank you, buddy. Sent you guys an email with event ideas a few days ago. That's going to take some rethinking after recent events. I'm along for the ride. Thank you, bud. We very, very much appreciate it. Let us now get to the proper show. Thank you guys very much for hanging out. That was absolutely 100%, not a bit. That was not planned. That was really kind of okay. Hey, Monkey Pong, welcome to Diet Soda Soldiers, buddy. We appreciate it. What that was, okay, here's what was happening. When we were over at the LCU, just briefly, oh, that's a great idea. Shadow says we need a Brantley AI. Can you imagine? Yes, I can imagine. Thank you. Good idea. Yeah. But when we were over at the LCU, I spent a lot of time trying to integrate Stream Elements and Streamlabs. So when people donated and stuff, things would pop up and you'd get little visual rewards and all that sort of gamification. And what I didn't realize is because I didn't have the proper access, I was an editor access on the Madhouse over there. I couldn't do it. So all of it got set up, and it's just, this is kind of, and I'm running on a different system now. So it's just like legacy of all that. So I got to go in tonight and clean all that out. So I apologize for that. It'll be totally, everything is going to be spit polished by tomorrow when the Madhouse officially opens. This is kind of like, I don't know if you guys know this, but like when they do theme parks, they have these like soft launches for like a month before a new ride opens, and they'll shut parts of the park down and just let people in to try it and give some feedback. And, you know, they just did it at Universal with the big monster thing in Orlando, the big Monster Land or Dark Universe or whatever. So it's we're a little scrappier than usual, but, we will talk about the LCU if you guys want to. I got the sense, I was talking to Bunny today. I said, are people sick of hearing about it? And Bunny and I were both like, well, it probably makes sense to at least, you know, if people are curious, they have questions, let's kind of bring that up. Now, are you guys sure that we have us on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, because my screen is just showing black, but that's fine. I believe it. Okay. So if you guys want to talk about it, you can put yourself in the Discord chat room. Bud Crazy's in there. I'll bring him in a minute. I'm also going to put a phone number up. In fact, Tech, I'm just going to give it to you, and if you can pin it to the top, and I'll make sure that we don't, show it to anybody when you call in. But hang on, let me find it. Man, that threw me for.
Do you want to do phone numbers now, or you want to do them towards the end of the
show?
All right,
we'll do them in just a little bit, but we are going to turn on the phones, and let's talk about that briefly. Okay. So, if you don't know, and there's a clip on the internet, I'm sure you can find it. I was fired. The show was fired. I no longer have access to the Discord. Bunny has access. Tech has access over there. And, you know, it's Keem's network. I never had a problem with Keemstar. As I've said several times, I was warned before I started working with him. Oh, he's a racist. He's this. He said all these things. And, you know, my guard was up because I'm not that. I'm the most progressive motherfucker you're ever going to meet. But a lot of people were like, you know, that's in his past. He's not that guy anymore. And I'm like, all right, well, people deserve chances and why not? And every encounter I had with Keemstar was, other than what happened on Saturday, was oh yeah, Sassy's not going anywhere. 18. Are you kidding? Thank you so much for the super chat. Sassy's not going anywhere.
Her on Queens though.
Oh, did they really?
Oh yeah, they wanted her on Queens.
Well,
they were like,
they can charge.
Sassy Fetus ain't fired. Right?
Well, we'll pay. They can pay us. You know, we'll lend her out for parties and stuff. But thank you, Miss Mechanical. We appreciate that super chat. Glad you're here with us. But other than Saturday, I've never had a problem with Keemstar. I loved the fact that he ran the Discord. Like if you were a homophobe or a racist or just abusive, you're out of here. He kicked people that were making them lots of money if they were disrespectful to the community. I was very delighted to see that on his payroll are people of all types. You know, it wasn't just sort of the Keemstar MAGA that I had been led to believe that's what he was. You know, we worked with some trans folks and some gay folks, some black folks. There's no Jews there, but Keemstar.
You were there.
Well, I was only adjacent Jew because of the nose, but even if you know, Keemstar basically has begun the great erasure. That's what Saturday really was. It's the beginning of getting all the Jews out. But short of that, though, I think he was great. He was really, really great. Nice guy, very nice guy.
Yeah.
I didn't like the way get that shit off the fucking screen. Get the Madhouse logo back. Come on, man.
I think it's my dog.
That's cute. All right. I'll allow it. Sustained. But other than, I didn't like the way it's not that he didn't have a right in his mind to be mad. I totally appreciate that. But I don't like when somebody uses the R word as an insult. And when you use it to me as an insult, I'm just like, dude, I'm not going to tell you who it was. The person who knows who it was can say who it was because I don't want to put words in someone's mouth. But somebody said to me, it's like, I come from corporate America. I've worked in corporate a long time. And they said that kind of behavior is just stunning to me. Now, again, YouTube's the Wild West. Corporate America has its problems because it limits creativity. So I don't think I was ever looking for the LCU to be like run like a fucking Sony business. And this wasn't me who said it, but I was a little shocked by that. But then I started thinking about it and it's like, look, the guy was upset. I don't think he's really upset though, or was really upset. And it's just my opinion, by why he said he was upset. He says he's upset because you did this 1-800 number, which wasn't a 1-800 number, but that's, that's just my brain goes, no, it wasn't. It was a 760 number, but whatever. But it wasn't 1-800 number. But we did a number that you could call in. There were no, we had a delay and we had this, we had that, and we could always edit things out if somebody called in. And Keem had said to me a month earlier, yeah, you don't want to do that because what if someone calls in and says the N-word? And we fixed that. We put a delay on it. And we also made it that if anything slipped through, we could instantly go to YouTube, edit it out within like 8 minutes, private it while it's being edited out, and everything's good. And that had happened a few times. And then I also found out, which I didn't know, was that Tina was taking call-ins at Fat Camp on a speakerphone. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, what's he really upset about? And then I started thinking, well, is it the fact that, he doesn't, I get that he was feeling what was being said about the person that was being talked about wasn't true. And I don't think it's true either. But I wasn't saying it. I was just listening to this guy. And the reason I didn't immediately shut it down was the LCU is rife with this stuff. People are talking about Savage's vagina. People are talking about Becky sexually assaulting Ken. There's a litany of scenarios that because I didn't pay that much attention to the high school drama of that network. But correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, there's a lot of that stuff. That was the universe that the LCU swam in. So was there anything unusual, forget who it was, about the fact that, now we're talking about another LCU personality who's been on camera and part of the community. We're talking about their sexual organs. Was that out of line or was that just par for the course?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking you both.
I think anything can be funny. I want to laugh at something if it's funny. And I think stuff like that.
It is funny, but what I'm saying is, isn't that par for the course for all the shows in the in the LCU? How many times have we heard about Savage's vagina? How many times have we heard about Tina go?
I thought that was like normal. Everybody thought it was funny.
Right. Tech, am I wrong?
I have a similar take.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a similar take to what you're saying.
Okay, so now I get to the bigger point. So why is he mad then? Like, do you really think he would have called in if somebody was calling in about Becky's vagina? I literally put period blood from Tina, supposedly, on my face, one of my first encounters. And while some of the hosts didn't like it, I saw Keemstar live talking to the boogies and the wings of the world going, this guy's an entertainer. He's running circles around you guys, is exactly what he said the first week I was there. Yeah, so I'm like, hang on. So I'm like, okay, so period blood in my face and everybody posting Arby's memes for Savage's vagina on the Discord is not okay. But talking about this other person's vagina, which we weren't even talking about, somebody else called in, that suddenly crosses the line, which of course makes me think nothing of what Keemstar said. And again, this is not me bashing Keemstar. If this was my fiance, I think the manly thing to do or the spousey thing to do or whatever is, of course, he's going to step up. Of course, he's going to be upset. But tough. That's the world. That's like I said to him on the phone. This is the NFL. This is big boy football, right? This is the world you've created. This wasn't the 700 club we were on, which is if you're young, which you probably are. This wasn't like a religious channel where we were all talking about what do we have to do to go to heaven and how do we treat each other based on the teachings of Jesus. This is a show that literally a week ago was filled with Arby's pictures of a woman's vagina, metaphorically. So I get he's upset, but I'm like, all that does to me is go, okay, it's these rules apply to everybody except you. And in my head, and maybe this isn't true, I have no evidence of this at all, but in my head, it reminds me of those situations where this woman, and I don't want to say her name, not because I'm scared to say her name, but I don't know her. I don't like her. She doesn't like me, but I got nothing against her. But this woman was probably in his ear, his fiance, going, "You fucking better take care of this. This is unacceptable, blah, blah, blah." And that superseded maybe his entertainment business sensibility. And maybe none of that's true, but that's how I read it. And I'll shut up and let the chat talk, and I'll let you guys talk. But what do you guys? What do you guys?
Two things on this. One, can you turn up Bunny's audio on Discord? Just right click her.
Yep.
And then the second one is I found out through the Reddit yesterday that the whole call-in thing off a phone number not being on Discord.
Yeah.
Tina did that at Fat Camp.
I just said that, Tech. Yesterday, yesterday you were on a show with I don't know what show you were on LCU.
Nerds probably.
And
Live.
and they were talking about something, and you came back and you basically said the same fucking thing they had just said. What are you doing when we are live? How is your Hearthstone deck looking? What is happening?
I haven't played Hearthstone in so long. Yeah, we've had a stressful couple of weekends, and the week hasn't been better.
He's just what?
He's sick.
He's a little sick. He's a little guy.
Yeah.
What I love is when Ken was on one of the shows yesterday, and I think it was Nerds, and it was like Zay going, "No, this isn't talking. This is just when you," and it was so funny to hear it come out of Zay's mouth, which goes, "This is just like, you're like a cute little guy." And that's what he says all the time. I'm like, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
And I told my ex last night, I said, "Oh yeah, Tech is doing this thing and he keeps saying he's a cute little guy." And me and my son and my ex just started cracking the fuck up. It's like the Tech's going around going, "I'm a cute little guy." It's like,
Yeah.
It's not working, Tech. Okay. Anyway, okay, so her mic is turned up, and now, yes. So the point is that, am I wrong about this? Do you agree that there is some kind of, this is like his woman kind of going, "Dude," and I get it. I mean, I'm not saying, fuck up your relationship for business. Good for you for putting family first, but don't make it, but at least own that shit. Don't make it like, don't lie. And I'm not saying he's lying. I'm not saying he's lying, but it does seem a little weird.
The argument there is very like, if this was Comedy Central, the network, right, and a show on Comedy Central had a caller come in and shit on the CEO of Comedy Central's wife, and then you find out that same day they pulled that show off the air because the CEO of the company was like, "No, not allowed." It feels different. I understand people in the chat.
What do you mean what feels different?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Like, people in the Discord have been saying like, "Oh, good that Jaffe got fired." Right? You never talk about your boss's wife. You never let that like continue. But we're not at like
cowards.
Wiggly wiggly. Well, no, I wouldn't do that in like an office setting.
No, okay, but
I wouldn't do that working at Walmart.
Let me explain to you motherfuckers saying that why. And I have not made hit video games in a very long time. Okay. But I had from start to finish over 20 years, creative freedom more than almost anybody at that company, at Sony. Even when my games failed, I got chance after chance after chance. Okay. Here's why. Because I heard Ken today say, "You don't do that against the boss's lady." You don't work for Keemstar. You work for the audience. And if you please the audience, Keemstar or most bosses would be happy. Okay? Do you realize you're cutting your own legs off when you basically let your audience know, "I am loyal to Keemstar and not to entertaining you"? I don't care that it's Keemstar's wife. What kind of show would we be? What kind of ethics and how would you believe in us and have faith in us if we're like, "Oh, well, we're not going to talk about that," even though it's accurate and it's funny and it's interesting because the boss doesn't want that. Who gives a shit? The boss wants the money. He wants 50% of every show. Well, let us make him that money. And that's how I was at Sony. And was I a pain in the ass? Yeah, but guess what? All the people who got laid off were the people who basically were yes men, and ultimately when the money dried up, they left, but they said, "Jaffe's going to do right by the audience, which is going to do right by us." And that's just me. You don't have to agree with it.
Savage in the chat.
Hello,
$5
Savage.
Says,
Oh,
rules for
hey,
thee,
Savage.
but not for me mentality.
Look, I don't know any. I saw Keemstar call in to the Savage show. It's so nice to see you, Savage. I saw Keemstar call in to the Savage show the other night, and I think I could be wrong on this. Bunny, were you familiar with all this stuff? Because I think he kind of apologized because it turned out maybe that what they were accusing Savage of really was kind of poorly.
Yeah, I think he was saying Tina maybe gave him some wrong information or something, and that's why he came to the conclusion that Savage had something to do with it. And then he went back in there on Savage's stream and was like, sorry, I'm not going to sue your house away or something.
Yeah, and again, I mean, the one thing that I was told about Savage was that she has a history of sort of being dangerous with doxing and everything. And that's why she was fired. And I was like, oh, well, yeah, that's not good, right? And then but then I listened to Savage and her guys talking, and they're saying, yeah, that's not really accurate either. So I don't fucking know. All I know is I do genuinely like Keemstar. If I was in a situation where my family was being attacked, nothing matters more. Okay? But, you know, in this kind of environment that he created, that he enables, you know, I get his actions. I don't have anything against him, but I'm like, don't come at me, not him, but the audience, like, oh, you did a bad thing because you were doing it against the boss's wife. I'm like, I don't care who she is. And nor should you, by the way. What you should care about, in my opinion, it's subjective, is if you turn to someone and you expect honesty, and I know we're not 60 Minutes, but we don't lie to you. That's why when we went to the ghost hunt, as a disaster as the production was, when we said we didn't see anything, we didn't see anything, right? Shit happened weird when I got home, and I showed you that as well, but we didn't see anything in the haunted hotel room. I just think you should expect honesty and not bullshit about, oh, well, we can't say it because it's this person. There are no sacred cows in this, in my opinion, is what I'll say.
I thought about it. I think that what it was I started thinking, has anybody else really, like, made jokes about Brantley or, like, you know, anything like that? And I couldn't really think of an example of, like, another show saying something. I think somebody said Becky did when she quit and she was on her own channel. I think she said stuff about them, but I don't know if that counts, and I didn't see it, so I don't know. But I think maybe we were the trailblazers there.
Well,
and he was like, gotta set an example. Maybe that's when I don't know. That's just the only logical thing I can think of, is that maybe we were the first ones to really break that rule that maybe wasn't a rule yet.
Well, who is it? Where did it go? Becky said it once. Somebody's confirming what you said. Hello, Eddie T. Eddie T says, I saw the ghost of Bill Cosby, or maybe that was the movie Ghost Dad. No, I understand. It's difficult. It's difficult to tell the difference.
Do you want to call out some of the super chats?
I do.
John Pond, $5. Glad you guys could continue on and end things with Keem. W. Jaffe, thank you, sir. Retro Drew, $5. Keem's ego got bruised and he folded fast. He's cool bullying for years, but one hit and he melts. Control Freak Meltdown. And Warped Eye with another gifted membership. Thank you, Warped Eye.
Oh, also, let me get some of these. But Sassy, yes, Sassy is, of course, absolutely still here. Sassy ain't going nowhere. Absolutely. Hang on a minute. We're missing some of these. Okay.
I can go through.
I got him here. Do you know if the designer of Vigilante 8 has a YouTube channel? Might be funny as a replacement host. He does, David Goodrich. I like David Goodrich a great deal, and he does have a YouTube channel. Huge ass, thank you so much for the 5 gift memberships. We appreciate it. 18, yes. Again, thank you for the super chat. Sassy is absolutely still here. Lockmort of the great Last Stand Media is thank you, buddy. It's good to see you. Joining the Diet Soda Soldiers. We appreciate it. One of the nice things about now this show moving to 6 is I'll be able to do Last Stand Media shows from time to time again, because I haven't been able to do any constellations this month. Stick Swamp Donkey, he says. I think that's me. Thank you for the super chat. Sorry you fucked up and got your ass shit canned. I was just warming up to you. I'm excited to dislike you less and less in the future. Good luck on the new show, fuck knuckle. You goddamn right, you piece of shit. Hope you die tonight in fucking fire. But first, I hope you choke, and you almost choke to death, so the fear of dying hits you once, and then you catch your breath, and you're like, I'm not dead, and then your house catches on fire, and then you die in that. Yeah. That's what me and Bunny are hoping for. Savage again. I have never. I'll tell you the same thing about Keemstar, about Savage I said about Keemstar, which is people warned me about Keemstar, and other than that blow up Saturday, I thought he was a genuinely nice guy to deal with. I've only talked to Savage 4 or 5 times on her show. I like her. She's got energy. She's got moxie. She's got some fucking guts. Now, I don't know. She may be the devil, but I haven't encountered that part of her. And until I do, I don't judge people like that. Something cute. Welcome to Diet Soda Soldiers. We really, really do appreciate it. And then Retro Drew, welcome to the Diet Soda Soldiers. If you're just tuning in and going, what the fuck show is this? Is this a LCU show? It really isn't. Come tomorrow. Episode 1, we're back to UFOs, back to aliens, conspiracy theories, weird science, all of that. It's just
that is 6 p.m.
6
PST,
p.m.
9 p.m. EST.
Yeah. And so I will tell you that I'm excited to get back to that. We have a lot of good stories. There's this UFO story going on in Colombia that doesn't seem to want to quit. There's a story tomorrow about the 10 songs that have been used to interrogate prisoners, like pop songs in captivity, that like when they get Al-Qaeda, they would play these 10 songs over and over and over. We're going to talk about that. There's some really neat stuff going on. Of course, there are bizarre sex stories, K-Nubs. Don't worry. You'll be able to diddle your little twiddle with your little tiny fingers. Do not worry at all. Steven. Okay, so Steven says that's like 2 a.m. for me. So here's what you have to understand. One of the things, and I said this to Keemstar, when I started, was I thought his plan for this sort of connected network was really smart. And we're not going to be able in the short term to do anything like that. But we do have 2 shows here for now. We're looking at onboarding a 3rd. There will be an 11 a.m. show here starting not this week. We might fuck around like with the time period, but there will be an 11 a.m. and a 6 p.m. show here on the channel Monday through Friday. And so the morning show won't be Madhouse, but it's going to be probably something else that we are building. So we'll let you know. We should get Savage to call in. I want to talk to her.
You did have a good comment in the chat. Addy Pie says, Jaffe, talk about games now, please.
Shut up, Addy Pie.
Yeah, shut up, Addy Pie.
Addy Pie is obsessed with me talking about video games. I will be playing on this channel Doom tonight. Doom Early Access goes live at like 6 o'clock California time. I'm excited for that. But, you know, I don't know. Me and Tech and Bunny are talking about the morning show. Maybe there's games. I'm not entirely sure. We'll get to that. We'll move to that. Zeke says, Jaffe, if I had a show here, would I be free to talk about your vagina? Yeah. The only thing you would not be able to talk about is, and this is where I do agree with Keemstar, is you can't do hate speech. You can't threaten people. You can't do, you know, anti-Christian, Muslim, Jewish stuff. You know, you got to be respectful at a hate crime level. Not that it's a crime in America, thank God, but you know what I'm saying, at a hate speech level. But if you come in here and you start talking about, dude, you know, I don't care what you say. I think incest is hot. Well, I don't think it's hot, but would I have you on the show and go, okay, you have to talk to me about that? I want to know about that. Yeah, I absolutely want to know about that. Tech, just make sure Jaffe doesn't let the success get to his head. Shut up, Addy Pie, you whore. Go back to fucking your mother. Wink. Was that the sound?
That was do it again?
No, of him fucking his mother. He was like, oh.
Oh.
Look at the hand. Look at the sassy hand comes out the minute. You don't even know when it's happening.
I don't.
You know, I mean, incest could be hot if it's twins, and I'm watching Jaffe says split fry. I'm just saying.
Hello. Okay.
Is P Turtle coming back? I have to defer on that to Tech, and Tech absolutely will not have it.
He's banned from the Discord.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Sorry.
Well, yeah. Bud Crazy, you're on with us. What's going on, pal?
You're currently muted, by the way.
You're muted. You're muted.
You might have stepped away from your PC.
Bud Crazy. Okay, I'm going to turn the phone on. You had your chance, baby. You're so Buddy Crazy. He had his chance. We'll bring him back in. All right, here comes the phone. Here comes the phone. Now, again, we don't want hate speech. If you call in with something mean, we'll just delay it, and then we'll ban you, and then we'll delete it from the video. Nobody cares. Here we go. So we are going to... Can you say hi to Little Sassy? I think so, but all of our shit's so fucked up right now that I barely want to touch it. So I will
say we've opened the first door, Jaffe.
The first door's not even on the screen.
It is on the screen. It's been on the screen the whole time.
On the screen.
Oh. Okay. I wasn't even doing that, but that was to turn on the phone anyway. So okay, here we go. The number to turn on the phone. If you want to call in. And let me just get this set up so we don't inadvertently show anybody's phone numbers, because that's the one thing we won't do. One moment. And if you call in, yeah, 666 says, Jaffe, who's that on the Lolcow Madhouse account? Is that you, Tech? Certainly not me.
No.
It's not me.
I'm not going to expose who that is, but it's one of our longtime chatters that secured the name the moment that Keemstar changed it to Lolcow Dark or whatever.
That's what I thought it was.
I will say I'm not a fan of the fact that Keemstar apparently privated all of our content. I mean, it's his content. He can do with it what he wants, but it's kind of cool. It'd be nice for people to be able to.
I'd like to have someone.
Maybe he wouldn't mind if we got to watch it or something. If we put it on our channel, but we would never do that unless he said it was acceptable. So, I like I said, he does run a good business. I do appreciate that about him. Okay, let me get the phone up. He may let us archive it. I don't want to put words in his mouth. It went away, but I never asked him, hey man, can we have that back or can we put it on our show? He never said that.
Yeah.
So I don't want to make any assumptions. I'm just saying that right now we don't have access to it. Okay, so let me bring this up.
Jay in the chat says everyone cancel your members to Madhouse. We can't. Not gonna tell you to do so or not to do so, but our content's not there anymore.
All right. So Tech, right now you see that lady looking in the mirror on YouTube?
On YouTube, I do. Yes.
Okay. Is she now covered? In a second.
Give it 5 seconds.
Yeah.
She's covered.
Okay. So that, and can you see phone numbers now or no?
On Discord, yes. On YouTube, no.
Okay. So then there we go. All right. Here's the number if you want to call in. Tech, will you post it at the top there? It is 619-537-9279 is the number. And we will take your call and we'll discuss really whatever the fuck you want to talk about. Trick Foley says, Keem taking a 50% cut from shows bothers me. Well, look, it's a deep cut. And if the show we were doing over there would have become a lot more successful, maybe we would have come to him. One of the things I did want to say to him, because he wasn't wrong, is he kept saying, the show's better at night. And I think we all agreed. But the only slot that was available to us was after, I don't know when it was. It would go on after the 11 o'clock show. And I was too fucking tired. There's no way. I was barely making it at 9. The idea that I was going to be up, and then Bunny's on the East Coast, so her night would have started at 2 to 4.
Yeah.
And so the only thing I was thinking was maybe we could have gone to Keemstar and said, okay, I'll tell you what, we will do that for 3 months. We'll commit to that for 3 months, but instead of you taking 50%, we want 25% more. I was like, okay, that might be worth it. And I never even got a chance to ask him that. But we were starting to grow in our morning slot, actually. But he's not wrong about the fact that the Rewind, which was the show before us, we were waterfalling viewers. We were losing tons because this show, but you know what, to be fair, so is Nerds. Nerds has less than we do in that time slot. They make, I don't know how much money they make, and that's the key thing. But I think it's hard to follow up Rewind because it's such a very specific hit show that unless you follow it up with something almost just like it, you know. Okay. I got the do not disturb one. Sorry. Here we go. All right. We are receiving calls 619-537-9279. If you call and I'm on the show with someone else, totally fine, but I will just put you into voicemail. So be aware, that's going to happen. Take notes, Tech. If somebody writes in with something bad, we'll just mute it. No problem.
Taking notes.
What's up? It's Jaffe.
Oh, what's good, Mr. Jaffe?
Oh, what's good? Cheese pizza with very little sauce from Oogie's in San Diego. What's good with you?
Hey, I've been good. Hey, I was upset when you guys got canceled and fired and all that.
Wait, hang on 1 second. I gotta 1 sec. I gotta figure out why this is not letting me send it to voicemail. 1 sec.
Jeffy, turn on Do Not Disturb when you have a call in, no?
No, because I think it'll kick him.
No.
Wait.
Hello?
Hang on,
yeah,
hang on.
Tell him we're still here. Let's
That
see.
sound delicious, Overlord.
Keep Do Not Disturb on, by the way, so new calls don't come in.
Okay, let me just.
All right, that should be good. All right, go ahead. Tell the guy.
Hang on.
Also, your mic is so low now.
Yeah, that we have to solve if we're going to be doing these. But hang on. Bunny hasn't said one word yet, says Pepper Juice. This will not follow us over here, you fuckers. Go ahead.
You're still so low.
I know. Give me a minute. How about now?
Yeah, there you go.
You goddamn right. All right, caller, are you there? What's going on, pal?
Yes, Mr. Jaffe. This is Alien Popcorn. I'm a new viewer, new subscriber, and I've been watching you guys since the Ghost Trip video, the event.
Yes. Thank you for watching.
And yeah, I actually watched it. I actually enjoyed it, even though you guys wasn't getting that much, but you did guys got that music box. I heard it.
Bunny and Tech at the Whaley House got something weird happen there, but that was all we experienced. And then when I got home, I had two very weird things. And one was an EVP that I'm talking to somebody right now about analyzing because, again, I'm an agnostic on all this. For all I know, it was the wind, but I've never heard such a clear EVP whisper in my fucking life.
Your mic's failing again, Jaffe.
Yeah. I'm not good with social talking, but so yeah, I've been watching some of your IGN from early 2000.
Oh yeah.
When you was young, you had hair and all that.
Oh yeah.
When Twisted Metal.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually played that when I was a kid, but I never played it too much.
Cool. All right. Well, listen. What do you want to talk about? Get to your question, though. I love talking to you, but let's go.
Sorry about that. My question is, I don't have a question. I think I was.
All right. Nice. It's nice to talk to you. Thank you for supporting the show. We love having you here. Call back when you got a question. Love you, buddy. Flip. Welcome.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to the Diet Soda Soldiers. I appreciate you being here. Jaffe, did you ever think the ghost was interfering with the internet and they tend to mess with the electric field? No. I think that internet was relatively misrepresented, and that we were told we would have very good internet and it wasn't. All right, the phone should be back open. Here we go. Where'd it go?
I don't see it, Jaffe. May not be working, Jaffe. Oh, you're getting fucking spammed.
No. I just got to find out where the call's coming from besides inside the house.
It may not be time, Jaffy, for phones right now.
Yeah, it may not be. We'll have to get that working later. I'm just trying to turn it off, though.
Well, do not disturb and then close the webpage.
The webpage is closed.
Are you sure?
Yeah, talk. I'll deal with this. Talk to the chat.
Oh, buddy, how do you feel about being over here now? Now at the Chaffee channel.
Excited.
Yeah?
I'm really excited. Yeah. I'm just happy
Glad to
be
hear.
here.
How
you feeling?
I've always been here. I've never left.
Yeah. But how you feeling?
About the whole thing. I'm tired and have a fever. I'm gonna mute Jaffy on the server.
No. Why would you do that?
So that they don't hear the noise anymore.
Oh, will it stop them from hearing it?
You're not talking. Yeah.
No, they'll still.
Come on now. Hang on, guys.
Turn off receiving calls. There you go.
I know, but I gotta figure out.
Call into Tech Talk. They're live right now.
Are they really?
Oh, true.
Yeah, tell them to help.
Can you guys? All right, hang on.
Just click the little speaker button next to it so it turns off the audio. See where it says that? Oh, it's playing. I'm making a test. Fuck. Jaffy, just stop sharing your screen, please.
I don't know what to
Discord.
do. Okay, I can do that.
On Discord, go to stop sharing.
I'll do that.
Okay, now only you have to deal with that. Now the audience doesn't.
All right, I can live with
that.
Get rid of the.
Yeah, let's get Glammy on. I'm gonna send Glammy a server invite.
Get rid of the call-in number though at the top. And again, tomorrow is the real show. This is the soft launch. Whatever. Shut up.
Oh, the audience still hears it, even though me and Bunny don't.
Yeah, because he's on OBS. Or whatever. Yeah, where do you think the song is at? Go ahead. Jump in.
What a great time.
Shut up. Well, you know, punt tech. Punt.
Let me tell you about my punt. It's a nice punt. It's a very good punt. It's very precise.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
We take the field goal.
Don't do that.
And I go for it, just right down the middle.
The people who do Trump have to be good at Trump.
Yeah, that
wasn't doing
Trump. Is that what he was doing?
I wasn't doing Trump.
I was about to say.
That was Trump.
No.
You know it, and I know it.
What?
Why isn't... Okay, this is ridiculous. Hang on. Check the chat, see if they can help me.
They can still hear it. Why do you have so many tabs open?
Because that's how I do the show.
I think it might be time to just take the hit and close out fucking Chrome or whatever on Task Manager.
Okay, I'll do that. I can do that. That was a good idea. Are we still live?
We're still live.
Oh, you should have told me that.
But now in OBS, can you remove the house from Bunny's face? Yeah. Unless we want to make it a donation goal.
I think it just got caught in a loop or something. Good. Okay. What a great analysis, Jaffy. That was fantastic. Woo. What the fuck is this sound?
Talk the hell out of that.
What sound are you hearing?
It's some UFOs. Hang on. Are you guys hearing
Jaffy,
that?
Yeah, they're hearing it in the live stream. I'm hearing it. Bunny should be the default full screen, says Sterling. Aww.
I'm not doing anything like that. I'm not even playing right now. I'm not thinking with that.
Jeffy, I have to go help your daughter with something real quick. I'll be back, okay?
What are you... We're in the middle of a show!
Well, okay. Should I not help your daughter who said, hey, can you please help me?
Has she fallen down? Is she bleeding?
I don't know. I got a single message. Can you please help me?
Okay, then go see what's going on.
I'll go find out.
If you are.
Well,
Talk to him, Bunny.
I'm talking to him. Somebody said they hear a plane taking off. I'm doing a great job, Jaffe, don't worry. Hey, I want that shirt, the one Jaffe showed. Oh, yeah.
Here's a few details. The all-domain anomaly
Is Bunny a wizard?
received a
Probably.
report from a U.S.
Oh.
military service consisting of 8 minutes
Bunny's
and 15
sexy.
seconds of video footage
Kinda thank
from an
you.
infrared sensor aboard a U.S. military platform.
9/11 all
The
over
recording,
again.
captured in
Never
the Middle
forget.
East in 2023, depicts an apparent
Yeah,
thermal
this is definitely
contrast within the
Madhouse, yeah.
sensor's
You're
field
right,
of
Reaper.
view. The area of
It wouldn't be
apparent
Madhouse
contrast
without
exhibited
the-
characteristics that may
this.
be consistent with the presence of a physical object. However,
Bro,
due
what
to
the
the
fuck is
absence
going
of
on?
corroborating telemetry or multimodal sensor data, Arrow cannot determine
started
whether
off
the
with
observed
AI
signature
King cursing
represents a
us. I don't
sensor
know.
artifact
No,
or a
we got
thermal
it. I
emission
found it.
or
I found it.
reflection from a physical source. The available data does not support a conclusive
Yes, I'll still
analytic
make a coloring book
evaluation.
grass-fed.
Please, veterans,
sure.
hit that like button. That
I'm gonna
really
take
helps
out a
out the
bunch of-
videos. And
I
of
did some
course,
pages
if you're
of
not already
King and stuff
subscribed,
that
hit
would
that
just be
subscribe button. I
silly
put
now,
out new
so
videos
I'll
every
get
day
rid of
about the UFO phenomena. Now, let's take a look at that video.
Okay.
Is the noise over?
Yeah, we're back.
Okay.
Sorry, fellas. Again, this is what happens when we move from OBS to Streamlabs OBS. So all of these things are, again, this is not the typical show. I mean, it kind of is, but not really. This is that's why I titled it Episode 0. That's why it's at a different time of day. We promise you we're going to give you a pro show when we actually do go live tomorrow. But, we're still having a good time. I hope. I don't know. Maybe we're not. Who the fuck am I to tell you you're having a good time? Maybe you're having a miserable fucking time. Maybe you're like, I want to end. This is terrible. I don't know. We'll do the best we can. You don't think so, Bunny Buh? Bunny Buh?
No, we're doing great.
You doing
It's been, even with all
the crazy?
what?
I don't know.
Yeah,
How
that's
exactly how high are you right now, Bunny?
I'm pretty high right now.
Now,
And
are you a functional pothead?
yeah, I do like everything. Oh, you should see me do nails while I'm high. I get in the
Man,
zone, Jaffe.
I don't know if I told you this. When I smoked that thing at the haunted house, and then I smoked it again at home. This one.
Yeah.
I woke up the next day, and I'm glad I could stop myself, because I have never been a guy that was like addicted to anything except like carbs. Not joking.
Me either.
But this was the first day I woke up, and even though I was still a little high, I'm like, okay, I want more. And I listened to like Pink Floyd for like hours. I was just like, I want to be back in that headspace. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, why is it, because I'm not trying, I was like, am I trying to escape anything? Am I having a rough day? Because you never want to do that shit.
It's just good.
Well, and then I started thinking, it's like, the more I do this show, the more I read, the more I research on all this stuff, I love exploring this stuff. And when I've been getting high recently, and a lot of people say, man, I wish marijuana would hit me that way. Maybe, again, I'm not speaking physiologically. I don't know how it works, but maybe their minds just aren't open to it. Like, I take copious amounts of this into me because I'm looking for an experience. I want to explore. I want to explore my mind, even if it isn't representative of something amazing,
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. Well, I'm thinking.
You're tough
think
because
maybe
you're
missing a chunk of your brain.
I'm
and
missing a
that-
chunk of my brain.
Yeah, and I think that's amazing. And I think maybe that's why your brain works different. Maybe it hits you in the dent spot.
It could be.
You know?
It absolutely could be.
I agree.
I'm not a shut up, Ted. What did she want? Was she bleeding?
She wanted me to get the corn dogs from downstairs.
Is she watching this show?
Yeah.
Sarah Ann, you couldn't get off your ass and go down and get the fucking corn dogs? Holy
She needed
cow.
help. I'm on Sarah's side.
She needed help
She
doing
needed-
what?
Getting her corn dogs. That's what she said.
And she reached out to a cute little guy?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Imagine how many corn dogs he could carry.
It's true. That's true.
He's a corn dog carrying fool.
That's exactly right. All right, let's go to the chat then.
for it.
Cheers to a new beginning from Madhouse. Straw Hat Guy says, I love you. We love you right back, pal. We love you right back. That was important, so relatable. Okay, so let's talk. I want to show you guys some stuff Bunny has created. Okay, so here's what we're going to be doing. K-Nub says, please can we have AI Keem and doo-doo da-da-da? No. I love the Madhouse gang, says Straw Hat Tech Bun Bun. Thank you, buddy. Deets, welcome to Diet Soda. Flip, welcome to Diet Soda Soldiers. We appreciate it. We are going to be updating our memberships and what comes with them and blah, blah, blah. We are also going to be doing Bunny, as you may have seen, has redesigned the Madhouse logo. And I want to show it to you because we are going to be finally getting around to making some merch. We're going to make it very easy for you to find. It'll be right here on the YouTube channel. So all you'll need to do if you're interested, and I think you will be interested when you see this, because as you probably also noticed, I've been doing the thumbnails originally and they're awful. And then Bunny started doing them, and she's an actual artist, and they're good. So this is the new Madhouse logo.
Oh, AI does the background picture though.
It don't matter. You put it. You have a very good sense of visual, placement and color and popping. And Melinda Gates has decided to join. Shit, Melinda, don't go. Melinda, that's incredibly generous, but I hate that you did that because the gods of gods of
Ignore it, Jeffy. Stop. It's not good. Just keep going.
Okay, but she's not going to get everything that's listed on
That's
the
okay.
Okay,
You said it.
Melinda, she may not know it. Melinda, just hit us back, and if we have to give you a refund, you are going to be God of War, and there's stuff in there, but it's not all the stuff that was promised, and because we're changing the tiers and YouTube's slow, and I'm sorry, but thank you for that incredible generous support. Total Package 2K, welcome to Diet Soda Soldiers. Look at this fucking new logo this woman made. Isn't this something? Isn't this fucking something? And so we Bunny and I have talked about going over about maybe 30 minutes after the stream into I guess we need to have a VC over here. We'll make a VC just for Madhouse. And in that, we're going to design some merch. So if you guys want to design some merch with us, tell us what you like based off this logo. That is what we'll be doing later today. As for is it AI, says Fanto? I don't know. Bunny made it. I couldn't tell you.
The mouth is, and then I just did the font over top. The text.
Yeah, but everything's going to be, it is a badass shirt. I've never had any badass merch before. Total Package says, I'm only resubbing because you're streaming on your own channel. You abandoned the channel. I ain't paying anymore. I didn't abandon the channel. I made it clear to people that I was going to be iffy for about a month while we got Madhouse up and running. But thank you. We appreciate it, buddy. The morning show should be Art with the Clown. Well, that may not be the morning show, but we have talked about doing Bob Ross with Bunny as like a clown, weird art and everything. Okay, but the point, though, is that if you guys want to join us, we will be doing it, designing a couple of products. Will there be hats? Yes. I'll show you the hat we made, but I don't like it because I'm not an artist, and that's one of the reasons I want to do it with Bunny, because when you do embroidery, you're only able to pick a certain number of thread colors. And hang on, I'm just trying to turn up my sound.
Yeah, if I have more time, I can hand draw whatever, too. Like, I can...
Yeah.
Actually draw whatever.
I can also draw.
Is my sound okay, Tech?
Yeah, it sounds fine right now.
Okay. Bunny, do you have that picture of the hat? Can you bring that up or give it to Tech? Because I don't want to fuck with anything. But we did do the hat as well, but I don't like it. It can be a lot better. Yeah, Sterling says there's over 600 viewers here. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of hate viewers here. I'm sure there's a lot of looky-loos here. But if you do like what you're hearing, and again, this isn't really the show. This is kind of like, whenever there's like a horrible event that happens at a workplace and they bring in a therapist and everybody gets to talk about it and they get you pizza. That's kind of this. We're kind of mourning the loss of our time at LCU. We're answering audience questions. This is not really the show.
Go ahead.
Here's the hat.
I was just about to send you some bit.
So this is the hat. Yeah, I don't like it because the actual logo is so much better, and the colors had to the colors had to kind of, so we're going to fix this and make it better, and we're going to make some other things, but that'll be after this show. The other thing I will tell you, a fucking frog is upgraded to the Cult Calypso. Thank you, sir. If you do love video games, by the way, on this very channel, Cult Calypso members have a monthly invitation and above to Lunch with Jaffe, which is just me and usually a guest. This month, in a couple of weeks, it will be Shuhei Yoshida, who ran PlayStation for many, 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 many years and was my direct boss when I worked there. So that will be coming up in a couple of weeks. I'll give you the details. But we will take anybody. If you're like, oh no, bring this person on as a guest, we will. Absolutely. Okay. Thank you, fucking frog and neglected tipples. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being over here at the Diet Soda Soldier level. We very much appreciate it. It's good. You can embroider the seam of the hat with teeth. Ooh, that's a good idea, Sarah. I don't know though if you have that level. I don't know if you have that level of, like, they don't give you that choice. Like, if you were making it yourself, this is just kind of like, but I'll look and see if you can do something on the brim. That's a great idea. So we're going to be doing that later. And then the gold door, where are we with donations today, Tech? Because I do want to show people the gold door and what we have planned, but this will be starting tomorrow, but we have to get the door open first because it's very...
So we did 50 for the first door, right?
Yep.
We are $88 into the second door.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So the second door, how much do we need for the second door? How many more?
It was 120, so that's $32.
No, it's not.
It's $42.
Is that right? Yeah, that sounds closer. Yeah, whatever it is.
No, it's $32. Fuck you. My math is good.
88 plus 32 is not 120.
What is 88 plus 2?
10.
No, 88 plus 2 is how much?
Oh, 90.
And then 90 plus 30 is
120.
Which is the goal.
Yeah, but you said we were 88 and we needed 22.
I said 32.
You said
and then you said, is that right? And
you
then
said
I had to say 42.
You said $5. You said we needed $5. So
you said you were Jewish.
The point is, hey, trust me, if Jews were good with money, I wish I was good with money.
Okay, Jabby. Whoa.
What? Whoa. What are you talking about? Whoa. That's you were using that.
These corn dogs are good.
You were using you were using the stereotype that Jews are good.
Is that
with
what
money.
you read into it? Are you connecting the dots, Ken? What are you doing?
I have no problem with that stereotype. I'm saying I wish I was good with money. I wish that was true. Our power wouldn't have been turned off when I was a kid coming home from school. That was traumatic. Melinda, what does DKK mean? I don't know what it means.
Danish
You're from Dane, Wales. Dane people. You have clogs. I don't know what she is. Thank you, Melinda, for that. I don't worry about it. I don't do it for the perks. I do it to support what I like, and now you get the full cut. Thank you, buddy. Oh, I love that. I love that. Absolutely. And we got to have that conversation today as well about how we're doing all the business of this shit. Dane, Wales, clog people. Thank you, Melinda. So Tech, did we open that door? Where are we at? I don't know what the Danish crowns do, so I don't want to, I think it's time to make Amber Heard's turd a mod. She says, that's not my call. That's Rob and Tech. But if I love you.
With Amber Heard, we are currently at $108 so far.
Thank you, Amber Heard. As for being a mod, I don't know. That's you guys. Doza94, welcome to Cult Calypso. Thank you very, very much. We appreciate it. Mooney Real says no one can fire Jaffe now. It's his own channel. Baby, I've had my own channel for like over 10 years. I've been streaming full time for 8 years. I loved that we got to work with Keemstar. But that was always kind of the thing. It's like, no one can tell you. And that's I got to tell you something. That's one of the things that I'll talk briefly about the LCU a little bit, some of the people over there. And what I will say I miss about the Discord is I miss some of those people. I liked some of those people a great deal. I had affection for them. But I will say that I did find a lot of the audience that were just begging for a shot, like, put me on. I want to be a host. Then go be a fucking host. You don't need Keemstar or me or anyone else to give you permission. Yeah. That always bugged the fuck out of me. I really want this Keem. I really want this Keem. Well, then do it. It's like saying you want to be a movie maker, but you don't go make your own movies because you're waiting for Spielberg to tap you on the head and go, you are now allowed to make movies. I always thought that was gross.
Didn't one of those like famous film directors like come see the movie you were making and was like, this is good?
One of those famous filmmakers? You mean Steven Spielberg and George Lucas?
Yeah, there's some guys in the industry.
Yeah, but they never said it was good, that we were in the middle of shooting it. They had no idea the disaster it would be. If you think the sound on this show is bad, you should see these films. I'll show them to you someday. I get that it's hard streaming to 0 people, says John Pond. Yeah, but that's the job. Not to stream to 0 people, but to go, how do I stream to 10 people? What's my take on a topic? What's my angle? What's my creative juice? And if you're like, yeah, but that's not what they have hosting abilities. Okay, well, in that case, you may be right. If all you really have to do, and I'm going to talk about Batgirl for a second, because I saw Batgirl today on Cafe. And I like Batgirl as a human. But I thought, if I may give a review, I thought she was terrible. And I don't mean she's terrible on camera. But if I'm Batgirl and I really want to do this, I would be like, I need to look in the fucking mirror and go, stop placating Ken. Stop placating anyone but yourself. What do you have to bring to be entertaining? Now, again, I don't have Locale Live numbers. What do I know? Maybe Keemstar's guiding her and saying, no, this is exactly how you do it. But all she was today, I mean, did you guys watch Cafe? All she was a yes man. By the way, again, warning, this is not the show. Tomorrow night starts the proper topics. This is not going to be one of those shows. And I like Jay and I like Rich and I want them on this show and I want to be on their show. But you know, they basically are almost LCU adjacent. This is not going to be an LCU adjacent show. It's just that this is a fresh wound, a fresh scenario. It literally happened yesterday, so we're talking about it. But this is not going to be what we talk about. It never has been. It never will. But did you watch Batgirl? What did you think?
I watched. She seems really sweet and stuff, but yet she doesn't just like grab my attention or anything, which I'm sure a lot of people could say the same thing about me, and because a lot of people say I'm quiet. So I mean,
yeah, but you're weird.
I don't know how much I can really say.
Well, you can say a lot because you've got the visual gimmick, but more than that, you're weird when you do talk, and it depends on the topic. You're not just like, oh yes, Jaffe. Oh yes, Jaffe. You're a fucking weirdo, and I think that's why people love you. You know,
but I'm also probably so normal. Though, also, you would say
no.
Mm-hmm.
You?
No. You're not normal.
Yeah.
When we drove up to pick you, presenting. We drove to pick Bunny Button up at the hotel she was at before the night of the hotel. And again, I have a kid who's autistic. I'm not mocking autistic people at all. Good Doctor's one of the best shows ever. I'm kidding. It's not. It's a great show, but I'm not saying that's all autistic people. But I'm not mocking the autistic people, but I've never seen you look like a little autistic anime character. You had this massive backpack, these headphones.
I didn't want to sit it on the ground.
You had some straw in your mouth, and you were just like on your phone, like you were somewhere else, and you were just walking back and forth like Harriet the Spy. And I was just like, what is this 30-something-year-old woman? What is she doing? So
what was the first thing she pulled out of her bag, Jaffe, when we got into the car? First thing she pulls out.
Crayons?
Here's my coloring book.
Yeah, she's like, yeah. You spent 15 minutes coloring a strawberry, Bunny. Are y'all
just trying to convince me I'm autistic? Because
no, we're trying to convince you that you saying you're normal. Yeah, you're Yeah, Asu says masking is real. It's very real, and Bunny's terrible at it.
I don't believe in doctors, and I ain't gonna go to a doctor about it.
How do you not? Have you ever driven past a doctor's office?
I don't even look that way.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Kayfabe Queen in the chat, $10 says, "Here's the refund I received for re-upping the day before the announcement. Much love to all here and there."
Thank you, Kayfabe. I've always loved her name. Thank you for that, buddy. Jeeves, I'm not joking about The Good Doctor. I watched the entire series.
He loves The Good Doctor.
I love The Good Doctor. It's excellent. Well, nowadays, with how much artistic people there is, they count as normal. You mean autistic? Spelling's hard enjoy her. But no, you're right.
Somebody else said I'm acoustic as hell, and I agree. I agree.
But I love the autistic. It's like, well, yeah, was it Trump? He said, I love the poor. I do. I'm not autistic. I'm ADD, but my ex is autistic. Both my kids are autistic. Not, again, there's ranges and stuff. They're, out in the world doing things, but yeah. Sterling says, don't confuse Keemstar with the word artist and autistics. I think, if I may on that, because Ken has come at me for this and Keemstar came at me for this too. This idea that I'm using some kind of, semantics Jedi tricks. It's like Jeffy will say something and he'll say something just
enough to cover his ass.
No,
yeah.
I don't need to cover my ass. It's called nuance. Okay, I'm sorry, and I like Keemstar, but I'm sorry. Sadism and Satanism is not me doing semantic mind tricks. They're different words. They mean different things. That's not me pulling out some Harvard education like, I'm going to fly close to the sun with my semantics gymnastics because you're not as smart. They're different words. They sound alike, but that's like saying the word Coke sounds like the word rope, and you try to swing on a Coke and you fall and you're like, well, that rope didn't work because it's a Coke. It just sounds like rope. I don't understand. We need Sassy Fetus Stat. I'm jonesing. She'll be here tomorrow. I agree, James. The truck driving exorcist. Dude, I'm telling you, Tech, we have got to. I hate the business part of this job. That is why I hired you. We have got to get this network on its feet. He's not wrong. James, thank you for the super chat. We had a guy call in as a truck driver last week. He drives all over America delivering, and he stops at paranormal places because he loves ghosts. That motherfucker needs to be, first off, a segment on this show, and if he's as good as I think it will be, we spin that off. The truck driving exorcist? Come on.
Yeah.
That is the greatest fucking idea. I'm with you, James K.
That should be a comic book.
It should be everything. Invisible. We appreciate the support. He sent a gift membership. Thank you, buddy. Very, very much. Yeah, go ahead.
I've been noticing, Jeffy, you have a lot of viewers that are like established YouTube channels recently.
I don't know any of that. What's that?
Like people with like big followings.
Well, tell me. I don't know.
The Foodies guy, right?
But Foodies is all over locale, right? Which I love the Foodies guy now, but I didn't know who he was.
Yeah. You just had Prim Inc. do the little like finger emojis in the chat.
Yeah, who is that?
I love Primmy.
What is that?
Sure, you like Prim Inc. Fucking buddy. Don't you front out here.
I don't know.
I'm sure we follow each other on Twitter.
Oh, then solid. Never mind. It's not you, Jeffy. It's Bunny. Bunny, you're bringing in the stars.
But who? But wait, I don't know who that is. Tell me who that is.
Priming does like what should you say? Like little documentaries on like people, like YouTubers or TikTokers. You had a video that I watched years ago. It was about Venus Angelic. I don't know if you know who that is.
I don't. No.
It was like the YouTube video is called "The YouTuber Who Was Forced to Be a Doll." Right.
Fun.
And then it's her name.
Oh, that's a great. Yeah. We should talk about that.
Yeah.
Write that down.
YouTuber who stole her entire identity.
Write the doll one down so we can watch the video and talk about it. I've never heard of that. That sounds amazing. But yeah, Prim Inc. Well, welcome. I don't, YouTube, like I said before, YouTube's the weirdest place because people can be huge and other people, and other people like, I have no idea who that is. But welcome. I'm glad you're here, buddy. Thank you for following Bunny. Is that what it means when it's a gray with a check mark?
Yeah, they're verified YouTube accounts.
Got it. Oh, we should verify.
You'll get one day.
One day? How do you get one? I don't care.
I'll work on it.
All right. All right. Well, welcome, baby. Oh, a sassy fetus fanny pack would be on point. Oh yeah, we're gonna make her. We're gonna make her. Look at Bunny. You just got to go.
I love a good fanny pack. You got me. I'm in.
But one of the things we do have to do, and seriously, if you're watching this show, and again, if you're watching this show, you'd say, what does it have to do with the paranormal or ghost or UFOs? Everything. It's just today's a weird show. But if you are on a network or you watch shows like that or you know people like that, and I don't mean the ones that are, gajillion views because they probably wouldn't want to talk to us. But we would love to get some of those people on from time to time, talk to them, get to know their community, get them to know you guys. So if there's anybody out there that's watching or knows anyone that we should reach out to and say, hey, we'd like to talk about the UAP phenomenon or the ghost or disclosure or any of that, we'd love to do it. Velvet Nightmare, welcome to the Diet Soda Soldiers. Great to have you. So here's a guy, Grinder. I don't know. He's got a verified thing. Is he a big famous guy?
Maybe.
Grind. How do you even say his name? Grind. What do you do? Grind. Let me give you an example though. When we saw a UFO, we were investigating the third bridge in Colorado. Paranormal Empire says not what you were expecting. Well, what do you mean not what you were expecting? When you're ready, I want to hear more about the network you plan on building here. Absolutely. 100%. We will tell you. So they're saying Grinder is famous. Okay. Well, what's he do? Don't say you're a nobody, Moon K. Everybody's somebody. But you really are a nobody. I've never heard of you. Go back to the back of the fucking.
Oh, I'm their biggest fan.
I love them. Anna have a baby. Anna have a baby with them. Moon Key is their name.
Oh, Moon Key. I knew that.
Yeah, they're big.
I already knew that.
I think you have 1K subs are up to get a check mark. Well, whoever you are, whatever you are, we appreciate you being here and spending some time with us. Like Brandon Smith, who has just joined the Diet Soda Soldiers. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate that. I know Grinder is an app, but what I'm saying is his name is Grinder. And then Butterfly says, no, it's GR9ND. But then somebody said it was Grinder. Whatever he is, I don't give a shit. Welcome. We appreciate you being here. So what does he make stories about? What's his channel about?
I looked at his channel. There's like one video. I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
The fuck grind? What the fuck grind? Okay, Grind was the
Keemstar.
Grind was the YouTube Shorts guy for Lolcow Live.
Oh, he has a video on his channel that says "Drama alert: Keemstar fired me on Lolcow Live."
Today, or it's been a while?
2 months ago.
What'd you do? Busted Horn, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you guys. Just got here. Have you gone over what happened with Keemstar? No, we haven't even talked. Yes, the entire show is about our experience there. We're taking questions, and tomorrow we get into the stuff we usually talk about in the Madhouse with the paranormal and whatnot. Can we say, Jaffe, that you can scroll through X Twitter uninhibited?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, until you turn on your anti-titty settings on fucking...
I don't... Look, okay, first off, Bellatrix, welcome to Diet Soda Soldiers. I don't have... Here's what I'll say. I can scroll through Twitter without any worry if I don't click on something. If I click on something, I can't speak for the comments, but I don't follow...
What I'm saying.
Yeah, but I can just scroll and show you what I follow. Sure, I don't care. That's what you're talking about. But if you mean, can I do it? Yeah, I mean, look, end of the day, anything that we do that breaks terms of service, it's not like, people act like the sky will fall. But it's more that it's a pain in the ass to have to go edit it out, but we'll do it. Is Tech Protect staying on Lolcow, says Primlink. I don't know. Tech?
We're here. We're doing it. I think there's ample opportunity for both of us to grow doing something. Plus, it means you can, not pay me more, which I'm all down for. Well, additional income ain't bad.
I'm not opposed to it. I just hope that when we need you more than you can give, your priorities with us.
My priority is somewhere for sure.
Wait a minute. Is that an incorrect assumption that your priority is with us if push comes to shove?
Assumptions can't be incorrect because it's based on your opinions.
I will kick you right now.
I had a conversation with Keemstar after our meeting on Sunday.
Of course,
he called.
Yeah, go ahead.
He called me and he wanted to know where do I stand? Would I be an issue on the Lolcow network? Would I be just fronting for Jaffe all the time? And I was like, no, I don't think it's gonna be an issue. I'm a very like professional, corporate kind of guy. And he's like, okay, well, if you had to choose, if you can only be at one place.
Okay, I don't want the answer then. I do not want the answer.
No, fuck you, I'm giving the answer.
No, I don't want it. I never. No, I don't want the answer. I don't want the audience to have the answer. You can give that answer over on your little show, Aussie. I do not want the answer. I don't like that I don't like that he asked you that question. And so I don't want to be involved anymore with that.
Aww.
That pisses me off. That genuinely pisses me off.
Well,
don't
I
care.
said my thing.
Don't care. I don't want it. I don't want to hear about it anymore. You show up, you do the work, we're good. If you
I don't like that.
I don't care if you like it. I don't like the fact if he has to ask you that question, I pay you every month. That's different. Okay? But I don't want to get into it. I'm not going to get into it. Metal Face Mark, welcome to Diet Soda Soldiers. We appreciate it. Thank you so much, buddy. Where did this guy go, though? Somebody asked me a question. Somebody said, Jaffe, I think it was K-Nubs. Jaffe, be honest, did you feel an ounce of embarrassment when Keem was going off? I could see your face getting red. No, I wasn't getting red because I was embarrassed. I was getting red because he used the R word and he was acting in an incredibly unprofessional way. That was the first time I had seen him act that way. And I was kind of like going, okay, how do I play this? Because and I was just like, you know what? The guy has a right to be upset. Yeah, the chat's agreeing. I agree, Jaffe, says Lena. Why would he put Tech in that spot? Oh, it's bad. It's bad. You do what you got to do, Tech, but I don't want the answer now because no. I don't want the answer because if you make there's no wrong choice, but there is a choice that defines your morality compass.
And I want to say
and the answer is not, by the way, I go with Jaffe or I go with Keemstar. The fact that you were asked that question in that way, to me, is a challenge for my brain to get around. But I've said all the time, I want you to do well. I think you're a good co-host. I don't think Aussie's going to work, but I think you will find a way to make something work over there. And I want you to do well over there as long as you're over there. And I'd like to think that if we got to a point where we were being successful, that you would choose us. But that's just my own selfish desires.
Let me respond because you're making me look like a dickhead to the chat.
I don't want a response.
Well, I want to give one.
Fine, go ahead and give one. Yeah, we don't want one, but you can give one if you want. I don't care.
He asked me, and I said, "Oh, it's always Jaffe." And he's like, "Oh, is the money better there than what you're gonna probably make on Aussie?" And I said, "No, even if the money was worse, I don't give a shit. Like that's my future father-in-law. This is my family. Like this is what my passion is. Like me taking the Aussie slot was like." A favor to Rouse stuff, but also like promotion for what Jaffe's channel is. I have another person from the show on another time slot people can get introduced to and bring it over to Madhouse. And he said, that's fair. And he's like, what if the money on Aussie was like substantially larger? Right. Mm-hmm. I said, again, that's not the issue here. It's not really for me. Like I'm streaming. I do well, right? At least better than Shockmouths. But yeah, that's not my position. And when he heard like, okay, it's because he's your, family, he's like, I respect that a lot. That's like an answer I really enjoy. But,
let me put it this way.
That's what it was. That's how I put it.
Well, I agree, Joey Bag. He says Keem is playing you, Tech. I would honestly, what I would like to think is after. Look, everybody flies off the handle, and as I've said numerous times, I don't have a problem with Keemstar, but I didn't like that side of him. Not the fact that he fired us. That's fine. That's his prerogative. I thought it was incredibly unprofessional. I thought it was rude, disrespectful, and ableist with the words he chose to use in that kind of conversation. If he wants to go on stage and use the R word slur and all that stuff, he has every right to. I support his right to do it. I don't use it, but that's fine. But when you're talking to people who are contractors for you and you're using that word, I think it's, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that. And I would like to think that you're not either. And I'd like to think my daughter is not a fan of you being okay with that.
Me?
I'm not talking to Bunny. She's not dating my daughter.
I would though.
I know you would.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, who wouldn't? She's amazing.
She's a little whimsical skedaddler.
Yeah.
Well, I think that my decision, like again,
I wasn't making fun of his future wife's thin vagina. There's nothing wrong with having a thin vagina, and I wasn't judging her vagina. I wasn't saying it's bad. I was saying it's fascinating.
At one point, you even said whether it's Brantley or whoever, I want to talk about the tiny vagina.
I've never heard of a vagina that was made that way. That's all I was saying. It's fascinating. Here's something else, Tech. If you ever take one of these punishments, I would walk. I would walk. And the fact, I'm just going to say this. I've said it before. I didn't say Ravnos, I didn't say Keem had a noodle dick like you have a small dick. I was talking about the fact that if you are with someone and having intercourse with someone that has a vagina as described, and it turned out it was not hers, it was someone else's, I think it was Mike's wife, is what it turned out. So Mike must have, and I didn't even say it was a small dick. It could be a huge dick, but it has to be like a paramecium is all I said. Or like a flat thing, because if the vagina doesn't really open, because it's almost like, the seal of a crack under a door, how are you going to get it in there? It's got to be, like a silly putty thing. That's all I was saying. That's not an insult either.
Yep. That's just a mental observation. I get it.
Oh, Willie says, Jaffe, you're giving Keem exactly what he wants and going to split up your team. I don't care. I mean, I care, of course, but I can't worry about that. I do the things I think are right. I try to treat people right. If it turns out that causes people or other things people do to move away from things, that's how that goes. You got to just do the work, man, and focus on the work. And that's why today I love that we're doing this show, because I think this is something the audience wants to hear about. But I don't really want to talk about this again. Unless there's some new breaking news, because I understand that this is not why you're here. It's why you're here today, maybe, but this is not what we do. So, yeah.
Yep.
We don't want a flip-flopping wet blanket, says Soda. I don't think Tech is that. What I do think about Tech, though, is you do have to do something to fix that show. Because I've watched it. I think, what are you going to do on that show? How do you fix that show?
Well,
do you find
there's plans in action for that channel. Keem went onto the show today and was like, what if Wings of Redemption was like an intern on here?
Oh, well, that would work. Okay. But you're not really fixing the show. You're bringing in star power. It's kind of like 30 Rock, right? You bring in Tracy Morgan, and it's like, oh, okay, it works now. The show without him falls apart. But, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But there's good money there. I'd take it. I'd take it if you're just, saving up for something.
I don't want to take it. Joe, it's so weird. You having this, kind of dilemma about my positioning.
I do not have a dilemma about your positioning. I am very excited about the fact that you are putting yourself in positions to do well for yourself. There's nothing about that I have a problem with.
But I'm not. I'm not doing that.
You're doing it, and I want you to do it. If you're on Aussie and they bring in
$40 today.
Yeah, but if they bring in Wings as a intern, you're going to make bank. I want you to make bank. A, because I like you, and B, because you're with my kid, right? But that's different. My response is not that. My response is there's something, and I need to analyze it before I really express it better, that does not sit well when Keemstar pulls you aside and says, where does your loyalty lie? I think that's like what I asked you was a point direct question. I said, if we start getting big and we need you, will you be here for us? That's a practical conversation about, hey, if we can't do it without your involvement, we might have to bring someone else in, but we'd like you. What would you do? I'm not asking you about your loyalty. I'm not trying to get some insight into how I can whatever. That it's the way, at least that you phrased he asked it, that just feels a little
I hear you.
Scummy to me.
Canadian Surprise says in the chat, you're not picking up what he's putting down, Jaffe.
Okay, what's he putting down?
Very accurate. It's not something I can put down publicly, Jaffe.
Text me. Johnny, welcome to Diet Soda Soldiers. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much. Keem does this to everybody. He says, Willie, you're 100% with him or his enemy, and Keem is very petty. I've not found him to be a petty guy, though. Thank you, Brandon Smith, for gift membership. Cantankerous says, uncomfortable family dinner segment. That's why you should love coming here. Because it's honest. It's honest. I'm not going to ever lie to you. Ever. I may not be able to tell you things, but I won't lie because I hate when people do that. Joey Bag of Donuts says it's a manipulation tactic used by a narcissist. I understand. It smells like that, but I'm not claiming it is. I'm not saying Keem is or isn't petty, Jay. I'm saying my relationship with the guy has not been of that. I have not felt him to be a petty guy. He has been a professional. He has been nice. He has been supportive. He has been kind. I didn't like how we ended things on that live show, and I'm willing to live and let live because I understand for him it was personal. But, thank God you're back, daily streaming. Woot. Thank you, Johnny. Good to see you here, buddy. Man Cave, good to see you. 16 months. What's going on? G&G dead. Sorry if you answered a million times. You always said you love doing this. I do love doing this. We'll always do shows here. What shows are in flux right now? We'll let you know in the next week or two. Maybe Keem was just wondering that Tech was going to leave Aussie. If that show only has Mitch, it's really tanking. The show, look, let's just talk about that briefly. Fanto says, Jaffe, you really don't know Keem at all. That must be nice, though, as I'd rather not know he existed. I know him as I know him. And as I know him is how I described him. Thank you, Cantanker. Says, thanks for being honest. All the best for you on this adventure. Lena says a boss shouldn't be that emotional. I understand emotion. I understand because he thought his family was being, I get all that, but we'll see. We'll see. Keem found his sensitive point with Tech and he's using it to put a wedge. There is no wedge. End of the day, if Tech and I stopped working together, but my daughter was still loving him for some fucking reason, he would still be family. I do want the best for him. I want him to take jobs.
You're framing me so poorly.
I'm answering the question.
I hear you, but every time we've talked about this, right? You're like, Tech, what is the motivation behind doing this project, right? Because obviously, I have a work history that would give me a job that makes way more money, right? I make my yearly salary in a month if I went back to what I was doing before.
That's right.
Every time we talk, it's I want you to be a happy old man for your future grandkids. I want to have.
I'm a happy old man now.
Yeah, but you don't have grandkids anyways. But I want you to be successful and happy. I want to take a lot of the burden away from the managerial part of doing a YouTube show. That's what I want. That's my dream. I love when I get to be on show with you and it gives your daughter another reason to tune into your shows. And she's like, my dad said the silliest thing today. It's super nice for me to hear that. And I know it's nice for you too that your daughter has been watching your content a lot more since I've been here, right? My loyalty is to David Jaffe. My loyalty is to my my family. Not my
Shut up, Big Bob. I'm not manipulating him. I'm assuming he'll be dead of a heart attack in a year anyway. I'm just going along for the ride.
Oh.
I love David Jaffe. He's the father I didn't have growing up.
You guys, I am the best fucking goddamn dad out there. What was
He's a good
Keemstar's?
dad.
What's Keemstar's dad like? He has a good relationship with his pop.
I don't know. He has a daughter. I think he's a good dad to his daughter.
Oh, that's nice.
Keem was
That's good.
adopted.
By who?
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what he said.
Shout out Keem's adopted family.
Yeah, absolutely. That's nice.
That's
You
right.
sussy. Welcome to Diet Soda. Queen Jay. Welcome to the Diet Soda Soldiers. We appreciate you guys being here very, very, very much. Jaffe, you're just as bad as Keem, motherfucker. How so, sir? How so, sir? Explain it to me. Explain it to me like I'm 5. All right. It is where's the name here? I can't see. We're bringing in
Bud Crazy.
Bud Crazy. Are you there, buddy?
What's up?
Oh, not much. We're on a show. What's up with you? What do we do about this really problematic tech situation?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yep.
Yeah. Had to turn off the screen so I wasn't getting feedback.
What's going on, pal? What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, not shit. Other than just the fucking fact that we're no longer under the rule of the gnome. We don't have to look over our shoulders anymore. It's pretty awesome.
That's the thing. I never really was. I did not post that, you son of a bitch, Tech. Shut up.
It was me.
I absolutely, never felt that we could not do the show we wanted to do. I mean, I think it's disingenuous, to be fair, because I've seen people paint it that way, that we were like under Keem's thumb at LCU. I'm telling you guys, my experience was not that. We did absolutely whatever the fuck we wanted. The only thing we didn't do was when Tech kind of stepped in and said, that's really a bad idea. Like, we had an inflatable Jesus sex doll, and we didn't show that, but we should have.
I showed it here. I would show it here.
Oopsies.
Buddy Christ.
But that wasn't even Keem. That was just Tech going, you know what? This is going to be more trouble than it brings you. And he was probably right. He's probably right.
Yeah.
I think that was the one that was that the one that we went into Rewind and showed all them?
Xylee.
Xylee.
And I'm going to tell you something right now. My guess, as much as I'm saying nice things about Keem, and I do believe them, I'm not lying, I think he was threatened because Xylee was starting to take a shine to me. I don't mean a romantic shine, like a pal shine.
Most of the hosts were actually, not all of them, but most of them were starting to take a shine to Madhouse.
I think Xylee was kind of going, this guy, okay, I get him. And she actually called in after our high stream last week, and she was like, oh, I get it now, Jaffe. You actually like me, she said. And I'm like, I know. I was flabbergasted that she thought I didn't. I'm like,
right? I mean, you posted that pic in the VC chat. You seeing that statue, thinking of Xylee. I mean, come on.
Well, look, you have to understand, this is one of those Ken things or Keem things. Like, you're doing that thing where you say these words. Talking? You're doing that thing where you say these words and you're trying to twist it. It's like, I really wasn't. She told me not to do it. And honestly, I assure you, there was never a point in my brain when I did the second one with Xylee where I was like, fuck her, I'll do whatever the fuck I want. It was a mix of me kind of forgetting and me associating what she didn't like with that one scenario. And the bed part didn't really, I didn't get that part, right? And I was also in a hurry to come up with things to put behind doors. That's all it was. And I'm glad she eventually saw that. But now, who knows? Keem had respect for you when he hired you, says Courtney. Most people he hires, he thinks are beneath him in life, so he talks to them however he wants. I don't think anybody's beneath anybody. That's the difference. No one is beneath anybody. Fanto said, oh, well, Boogie's got to be doing a character. He says, Jaffe's too big for the LCU. You won't do punishments and call Keem sir. Look, if I knew all of it was kayfabe, then I would be cool with it, like Vince McMahon, okay? Mm-hmm. Because it's like, oh, Mr. McMahon. It's shtick. It's written. But that's not, you can't really say that about a lot of this stuff in the LCU, at least with some of the people. And I do find it really kind of embarrassing for those folks. And I find it kind of like, Have some self fucking respect. And if it's like, yes, but I need this for my job. It's like, dude, Keemstar's time on this is fleeting. If you really want to do this as a career, you do not want to demolish your self-respect. You may get a little bump, but you're only as good as Keemstar allows you to be. And I'm not saying that's a Keemstar negative thing. He's he's the ringmaster. He's got a bigger 30,000 foot view, but you got to take care of your own personal brand. And if you're like, wow, you're a little sniveling bitch, I guess that's your character. And I guess you could build a character around that, but I wouldn't want to be that guy. When has Keemstar ever done a punishment? I mean, even the word punishment is unacceptable. And if anybody ever took him to court, and they shouldn't, as far as I know, I'm not suggesting he's ever done anything that merits that, that would demolish whatever sympathy a jury would have for this guy. It's like, dude, you're an employer of independent contractors. Can you imagine if you hired someone to paint your house, which is an independent contractor, and they did something you didn't like, and you're like, okay, I'm going to have to give you a punishment? Can you imagine? Mm-mm. It's like, unless it was the start of a porno, I would kind of go, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I always thought the punishments was weird, and I was so relieved to hear you say that was something that you never wanted being done on Madhouse, and I was like, okay, good, because I wasn't gonna do it.
It would never exist.
Like, I was already thinking, I'm not doing a fucking
Jaffe's the longest running LCU host to go without getting a punishment.
No,
like he would never do it.
That's not an accomplishment.
Yeah.
I know.
That's like saying you survived an Auschwitz longest. It's like, wow. It's still Auschwitz.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the LCU is that, but that concept of punishment. Warped Eye, thank you for the gift membership. We appreciate it. Lena says Xylee did not dogpile when you got fired. That was respectful. I was shocked who did try to dogpile. I wasn't watching it. Who tried to dogpile?
Yeah, but Xylee, she did say she didn't want us being fired. Like, she did say that a couple times.
Yeah, I will say a lot of people in the Discord were really shit talking. They were up and super friendly about Madhouse on the show and chatting the YouTube chat in the Discord.
Yeah.
But the moment you were gone, they were like, yeah, Jaffe fucking deserved that shit. What a fucking asshole, dude. I can't believe he's like that. I took down all your names. Okay.
I
see some of you here.
That's fine, but no. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
I got it.
Well, you can do that on Aussie, but I'm not doing it here. If you're here, I will treat you like you deserve to be treated when you encounter me. I don't care what you say. Yeah.
But I know the real ones.
Well, yeah, but that's not really fair to say either, because they might be, they want to stay in the Discord, and they might have just felt compelled to take, that side just because they're like scared. I don't know. I'm just saying.
No one's forcing you to post on the Discord.
I know nobody's forcing them to. Yeah, nobody's forcing them to. But I can see somebody doing that in the heat of the moment, and then being like, "Oh, I don't really."
There was specifically someone who was in there saying like, I was trying to be Jaffe's friend. I even asked for like this and this like responsibility on his show. It was all because I knew he was gonna fuck up and I wanted to be there for the moment that it happened. I was ready to tell Keem whenever that would happen. You
don't need to be my friend to do that. Just watch the show. It was free.
You don't need to be on the inside.
Yeah.
You had so many opportunities.
I
back to it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't like. I saw somebody saying Billy was kind of doing a. I mean, I like Billy a lot. My guess would be that if it turned out Billy did say some nasty shit, I don't believe in an inch of it. I think Billy's great, and I had a great relationship with him when I met him in person, and I absolutely do not believe that it was anything other than he was like, hey, it's the job. Is what I would say. So, all right, I'm going to kick you off for the moment, but I got to bring on Cochise. Oh, now he's fine. Shit. Hey, all right. Well, you're the ghost. Are you the Ghostbuster guy?
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about that on tomorrow's show, by the way. So maybe call in for that, because I was fascinated by the whole culture of it. There's these Ghostbuster clubs all over the world, and Bud is in one in Arizona, and I definitely want to talk to you guys about that. Where? Oh, Arkansas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just wanted to say one more thing though.
Yeah,
It's kind of funny how I've been in the LCU Discord since it opened, basically, just not really said anything until Mike and everybody joined, and then you guys.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I start defending you guys and promoting the new show, and I'm gone today. All of a sudden, just banned.
Well, I mean, are you not allowed to promote other shows in there, even if it was a cooking show with Martha Stewart? I mean, is that a Discord rule?
The other people, I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know.
I mean, I was just trying to tell everybody, Madhouse is still alive.
We did not, as far as I know, we did not part with Keemstar with any bad blood. Like I said, I have issues with how he did it, but he also has issues with what we did, and I respect those issues, and I'd like to think he respects ours, but I don't have any animosity towards the guy when it comes to that stuff. So I hope that's not the reason, but I can't speak to that. So thanks, man. I want to talk to you tomorrow. We'll talk about the Ghostbusters.
All right, guys.
All right, see you, dude.
Later.
Thanks, buddy.
Bye.
All right, I want to bring in. I was going to bring in Cochise, but
he's right there.
I don't. Oh, there he is. What's up, man? How you doing? All right, I want to bring in. I was going to bring in Cochise. You got to turn down your
stream.
Yeah, we can hear echo. Jones, thank you so much. Welcome to the Diet Soda Soldiers. Johnny B. Good says, thank you for the super chat. Have we heard Bunny's reasoning for staying loyal to the beard? Who's the beard? Did the sociopath offer her a bag? Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
You can ask her.
To Keemstar?
Well,
I don't know.
I'm confused. Yeah, I'm confused. Who's the beard? And no, Jaffe didn't offer me any bags or anything.
I was going to let you carry my bags, like all women should. All women should do.
Jaffe,
shut up! I'm joking. When I say jokes, people know they're jokes.
Hey, Cochise.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, but hang on, Cochise. I think are they asking you why Bunny stayed with us or what?
I'm confused.
I think Keemstar.
Okay, why did you stay with Madhouse and not stay with Keemstar? Let's ask it simple. Maybe that's what they're asking.
Where would I fit in there? And also, I'm exactly where I want to be. There's no other Madhouse over there.
No.
There's nothing for me over there. It's that easy.
We're huge fans of Bunny. We love that she's here. We're talking about doing a show with her on her own if we can find something she wants to do and that you guys want to watch. She's the knees bees, man. She's the knees goddamn bees. Canty. Oh, Canty gets to come back. Canty, so good to see you, buddy. She says, hello. Hallelujah.
Feels like home.
Yeah, we love you, Canty. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, Coaches.
Thank you so much for that very, very, very generous super chat, buddy. Thank you, man. What's up, Coaches?
Absolutely nothing.
That's
I just wanted to...
depressing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I work when I switch to looking at a different monitor. I have to do work, so...
Understood. So what do you want to talk about?
I just wanted to say that, I don't think Keemstar realized that when you were saying you had a loyal following, that they will either hate you or love you.
Yeah.
But your followers are still going to be loyal. I don't think he realized that many people would be coming over.
Well, I really hope people aren't seeing it like a war or something. I don't have, I like Rewind as a show. I like Locale Live from time to time as a show. Nerds from time to time. And hopefully with what Tech is saying about Aussie, I hope it's not an us versus them thing. I mean, so, but and to all of you guys in the audience, and I'll let Tech and Bunny obviously, well, Bunny can't speak for herself, but I'll let Tech speak for himself. Bunny, you can speak now in a minute. Can you believe that person said the same goddamn thing again? It's like, why you guys think Bunny doesn't talk? I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, is Bunny here?
Shut up, whore.
Shut up.
God, I hope you die. But yeah, but if I, yes, right. But if I can say, yeah, the amount of support we've gotten today, and all forever really, has been wonderful and delightful. And thank you guys for believing in the show and believing in us and what we do. And I can't guarantee we won't let you down. We probably will. Wink. We probably will. But we will do our very, very best to entertain you and give you something that brings some fun into your life and into your day and distracts you and gives you something to masturbate to. Whatever it is, yeah, we don't care.
Whatever you need.
Yeah, whatever you need. Full stop shop.
That's exactly what we need.
But we
Over the years
do.
was no content.
Yeah, but we appreciate it. Thank you very much. We're going to make Madhouse. You'll see what that show really is tomorrow. And we are going to bring a morning show. Oh, Jesus Christ. Here he goes. What's happening, Tech?
No, keep going.
And we are going to bring a morning show here starting next week or the week after. So, Coachies, by the way, can you call in tomorrow? Because I want people to hear your analysis. Because you do all the ghost hunting stuff and you do all the EVP stuff. And I sent you what I thought was staggeringly compelling. And I thought you would be calling me going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And you're like, eh. So I want to talk about that and play that for people tomorrow and get your more educated experience on this.
Oh, and the clips that I sent back to you?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
If you're around, call in. If not, we'll get you later in the week. But I'd love to talk to you about it.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, buddy, for calling and sticking around and being part of the community. We appreciate it very much.
Hey, good job, y'all.
All right. Thanks, buddy. See you soon. There goes Cochise off into the wild. Yeah, he's a real life ghost hunter. He does the stuff. So we're gonna chat with him. I follow where the cooter flap, says Waffles. Yeah, it's smart. That's a smart philosophy. Trippy Savage says I choose to enjoy both, which I think is great. I love that. Enjoy. Yeah, exactly. Fanto. Oh, go ahead, Bunny.
I was gonna say, I think somebody asked this morning somewhere. They asked Keem if it was okay if they like joined your Discord and like if they were in the chat, and Keem was like, "Yeah, of course." Oh,
I asked it on Ozzy, and he was like, "Yeah, it's totally fine."
Well, yeah, because I think there's some people that like Savage's Discord. It's like if you're in that, you can't be
turn up your mic.
I think it's like there's certain Discords I guess that they have an issue with being part of for reasons, but yeah, I don't think we fall under that, which is nice. Yes, thank you, Trippy, with the super chat. And I choose to enjoy both. Why not? Fanto says it's not a war, it's my intellectual preference. Well, no, that's different. I get that and I love that. And thank you, buddy. And then Vicious Amara, welcome to the Diet Soda Soldiers. Modern Major Idiot, good to see you over here. Welcome to you, sir, to the Diet Soda Soldiers. Now, I don't want to speak for you guys, but I don't know. I will say thank you so much to the fans. I don't know what's your take on all this, Bunny. A lot of support we got today.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been
like I'm not surprised that this many people turned out because I feel like I loved this many people. If I had to say how many people I feel like I loved in my heart from the LCU, it's every person that's in here. They're here.
Yeah, but Anthony's here.
Ooh.
Well, give or take one or two.
I don't know if he's here. No, I'm just kidding.
He's here.
Although I don't know if Canty timed it, but she just wrote yum. I think she was probably referring to something else. God, I think so.
Yeah, she is.
Otherwise, he's running to his phone going, "She likes me again. She likes me again. Time to text."
Dang it.
Goddamn right. Andromeda, thank you, Andromeda V and Curious Cat Paranormal. That's a great title. Thank you for joining, you guys, the Diet Soda Soldiers. We appreciate it very, very much. Did anyone see Amral's husband acting like a jackass and making her scream last night?
Yeah.
I saw that she called the cops, but that's kind of all I know. What happened?
It just seems to be like an ongoing thing where she either feels trapped in her relationship. I think she made a post or a comment yesterday night saying that he's like waiting for her to give up that life insurance money, like essentially like for her to pass away and him to like claim it all. I don't think he's amicable to a divorce.
Were they joking?
No. Like there's police reports on file. There's been several ongoing issues. I think the biggest problem is I'm pretty sure she's been married to the guy before she like really blew up. Yeah. And like 3-4 years ago, she was making about $2 million just on OnlyFans every month. Right. Mm-hmm. And now like collectively her income off everything is like 1.2, and that's making her freak out. It's making him freak out. They're like arguing about money.
Wait, and you mean because it's less?
Because it's less.
They only make 1.2 million a month.
Only 1.2. It's sad. It's sad. Yeah, that's
a hard. That's a hard life. That's a hard life.
But I think because they were married when she was making like $40K a year, right? And it's like, well, I helped you build your OnlyFans thing. I was your photographer. I was this. He's probably going to be entitled to like
absolutely
half of everything,
as he should be.
And I think because they're so upset with each other, she wants a divorce. He's not going to give it to her.
Well,
so
he doesn't have to give it to her. You don't have to get the permission to get a divorce. You can get a divorce.
Well, give it to her without the taking half the assets.
He deserves half. Look, that's what people don't even understand. You know, I was married. I haven't been married for a while now, but you know, my ex was there. You know, there would be no God of War or Twisted Metal or any of the money left over without my ex, because I made it, but she inspired a lot of it and she was there for a lot of it, and we were doing things as a team and she invested it, and I wouldn't deny her a penny of that. I mean, I'm sorry, but you know, that's what a partner does. You know, if you're with them for a while, if it's like, I dated you for 4 months, okay, that's different. But it sounds like that wasn't the case with them. Grumpy sniper, you old so-and-so, you would be a terrible sniper. Can you imagine if you're grumpy all the fucking time and you're like waiting at the window and you're just like, oh, fucking people, I hate them all. You start, you know? But thank you for the super chat. Jaffe Rich J, new show called You're Fired. We should totally get me, Savage, Wings, Jay, and Rich, and just do like a 4th of July meal streamed or just do. We should look into that. Come on,
get matching hats.
Come on,
I'll reach out.
We got to come up with a good name. That would be great. Thank you, Grumpy. Wani R, welcome to the Diet Soda Soldiers. Somebody says, "Is this the new tech talk?" No. It's never coming back. Shut up. Alex Young, welcome to the Diet Soda Soldiers, buddy. We appreciate it. Canty, member for a month at the Gods of War, says Bunny is hot. She is hot. Delightful little whimsical person. It's good to see you, Jaffe, says Detsu. You were the first channel I paid a membership for. I'm glad you're continuing the Madhouse. Yeah, I love it. I mean, we were doing Madhouse over here before Madhouse. It was called I Love the Weird. But I do think Madhouse is a better title, and I'm glad. I appreciate Keem doing that. We parted amicably. Yeah. You know, it was great. All right. Oh, shut up, Big Bob. Big Bob says Bunny is a solid 7.7. Look, I don't care if she's a 10 or a 2.
That's a good score.
It is a good score, but his name is Big Bob, and he doesn't have a picture of himself.
Thank you, Big Bob.
Send a picture of yourself in and let us judge you. And I'm not saying you're wrong about Bunny. It's subjective. 7.5 is fine. I remember I was like in 5th grade and the girls were going around judging the hotness of all the guys. And I got like a 7 and I'm like, fuck, that's pretty good. You know, some of the really good looking guys were like, what the fuck? Like there was this guy named Mitch who looked like Mel Gibson when he was like 10. It was weird.
Oh, God.
But you know, he expected to be a 10 and I was just like, he was like a 9. And I'm like, dude, I had 7. I didn't want to check I didn't want to, for me, I didn't want to do a revote because I'm like, no, it's fine. Because the 7 may become something else. So just leave it alone. Don't touch it. Wrath the Emperor, thank you for the super chat. All right. Well, look, we've been going for 2 hours. Now, one of the fun things, oh shit, the red door. Okay, well, have we made the money for the red door yet?
Yeah, dog. I told you we opened the red door like
that was
the red door we already opened. That was the phone calls. The green door have we opened?
We've opened the green door.
And that was, we're going to do merch. Bunny and I are going to go into our VC over here in about an hour after the show. Is that still working for you, Bunny?
Yeah.
Okay, and we're going to design some merch with you guys for Madhouse with Bunny's new amazing logo. The top door, I don't think we've opened yet, though. The top door is...
We are $100 away from the top door.
Well, let me tell you what the top door is after I read these very generous donations. Thank you, guys. But thank you for that, Canty. I really do love Canty's back. I know Canty wasn't feeling so good about being over there, and she's delightful. Space Girl number 5, great to see you as always. Love the show. Love some of the LCU. Happy there can be a peaceful coexistence. Of course. Yeah. Me too, buddy. Me too. What I'll say, though, we're not limited to 2 hours right now. I don't plan on the shows going terribly longer because I do think that is a good, it's unless we're doing something weird like a marathon stream or gaming or whatever, 2 hours, especially when we get into the actual content tomorrow, after, I get exhausted. There's only so much of it you can take, and we're going to roll into different shows and stuff. Stars, your bow is calling, Bunny. Star Spangled Luchador's here. Y'all flutter. I don't know what happened. I was panicking and freaking out, running up and down the internet till I found you. Thank you, Star Spangle. We appreciate you being here. K-Nubs drops a $1.99 super chat.
No, he drops $100.
I know. He says, "You know what time it is."
$100.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you what is behind the gold door. And you guys may go, "Oh yeah, we don't want that," and that's fair. That's fair. But I'm trying to remember where. Oh, baby, thank you, Canty.
Aww.
That's incredibly generous. Thank you so much, Canty. $50 from Business Owner of the Year, and the future ex-Miss Anthony, Canty. We love it.
Don't put that on her.
Well, in her fantasies, at night. Canty, thank you, buddy. Very, very generous. Right. Where were we talking about the younger generation being comfortable saying they date AI? Was that on Saturday's stream?
That was on Saturday's stream.
Okay. Yeah. It was like a percentage of people younger. We were reading a study, and both Tech said this was real. And then I was asking Calvin, my son, who's 19, and he said like, it's not necessarily dating the way, they're not morons. They don't think they're going to take a virtual girlfriend out to the Olive Garden, but there is a sense of they're getting a lot of their needs met, whether it's social, sexual, romantic, through these apps. And I said, oh, okay, interesting. And then somebody told me, and I forget who it was, that Peridot is kind of the hotness, where that's where a lot of the kids are going to, make those ladies. Okay, so if we get the gold door open, I will do a stream this week. Let me share my screen.
While you're doing that, I did want to update you because I did look into it a little bit more. 80% of Gen Z people said they would have no issue marrying an AI bot.
Well, yeah, but what does marrying mean? Like, what does that even mean?
Like that's their lifelong partner.
Okay.
And this is by Forbes, who released this article. 83% of them said that they can see themselves forming a deep emotional bond with AI.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Well,
that's crazy.
So if we get the gold door open, if we get the gold door open and we're 50 away, sometime this week we will do a stream where I build an AI girlfriend. I'll pay for, I'm not going to pay for the premium, but I'll pay for a meaningful membership. And I'll see if I can create a woman that I can fall in love with. And fall in love. I might, and I'll have her on the show.
Yep.
Maybe she'll like run off with the AI Keemstar. He'll figure out a way to get back into the show, like at the beginning. Can you imagine if that thing keeps coming back, and then tonight on my phone at 2 a.m., hey pal, it's me. I'm like, Jesus, man, get out of my fucking phone.
Yep.
But anyway, there you go. So it is crazy, but I want to experience the crazy, and I want you to be able to experience the crazy with us to a degree that you don't have to feel awkward about it. But I'm curious. Start to chat. Let's just see what it does. No, I'm going to save it. That's the point. That's the gold door. If you're interested, we need $50. We're $50 away. In the meantime, though, Madhouse merch about an hour after the show ends. Bunny designed this brand new logo. I think it's beautiful. We're going to start making a couple of merch things that we'll put on the shop late tonight or tomorrow morning. If you want to help us, give us some insight. We'll be doing it in, I don't know. We'll make a Madhouse VC, and we'll do it in there. So, Ravno says we already have enough money added up. Tech's the one who's adding it, man.
We are $36 off.
Okay. Is this a raise for Bunny since y'all don't have a gnome tax? Yeah, we have to what we have to figure out is, because the way it works right now is on this channel, YouTube takes a 30% cut, and then I get 100% of what's left sent to my Google account, right? am probably going to have to start a different business than what I've had before that I've been working with as an independent contractor, so I can actually cut checks from that. Because unfortunately, and maybe this has changed, but you would think because there are so many teams working on channels that YouTube would have figured out a way to kind of
pay splits.
And unless that's happened, but so we're tracking all of it. So for example, with Madhouse, the Madhouse core logo, I don't know if I would feel, to me, that would be a 33 split for all the hosts. I think if Bunny, like when Bunny does her coloring book, I think it's like 90% for Bunny. Like if you make the core item, you should take the vast majority of the profits. But when it's just like the Madhouse logo, which is the brand for the overall show, I could be wrong. We haven't talked about this, but I imagine that particular piece of merch, 33% feels fair, right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So, that's, but yes, absolutely. That's how we're doing it. But we haven't done all the specifics yet. So, we'll see. But
your number one fan is in the chat, Bunny, saying, Bunny needs a percentage. Free Bunny with like 20 exclamation
I just
points.
said she has a percentage, idiot.
Oh, they're holding me hostage here.
Okay, do you realize?
Were you allowed to speak?
Do you realize what you just did? Now he's gonna.
I think you can tell I'm joking.
He wants my rescue. He wants to be rescued. I'm coming, my beauty.
I don't check my DMs no more.
It's probably true.
So
Jaffe is an expert at leading people where he wants them in negotiations. No, I'm not. The best thing I ever learned from the very first female movie executive ever, her name was Dawn Steele. Her husband is Chuck Roven, who has been a producer on some of the biggest movies, like all the Nolan Batman movies and stuff. She died of brain cancer, okay? But before she died, she wrote a book that was called I think it was called They Can Kill You, But They Can't Eat You. And it was about her navigating Hollywood with all the men and her being this woman and how she did it, right? And one of the things that I read that I have never forgotten that has really steered me well is she said, you never negotiate from a place of desperation. The minute you start negotiating and you can't walk away, you're dead. And so I'm not leading anybody anywhere. I'm asking, is 33% fair? We all make, if there was some evidence that the only reason you're buying the Madhouse t-shirt, for example, is because the art is brilliant, then I think, okay. But if you're buying the Madhouse t-shirt because you like the show, we're all the show in that sense. And so that's why. So no, but if somebody says, no, I disagree, then let's talk about it. That's all I'm saying. Goddamn Devil says, Jaffe, you're a motherfucker. I'd like to kick you right in the dick. You're weird if you'd like that. What's the matter with you?
You've been talking about dicks a lot lately. I wonder why.
I know. Maybe he's been watching Ken and...
Or he's been clearing out his Google Photos.
What do you? I was watching you.
Of dick pics.
I was watching you on Aussie, and Ken called in, and you guys kind of made up.
Yeah.
I mean, was that bullshit for you, or did you really say, "Okay, because I know you respect him. We both like Ken.
Yeah.
We both think he flew off the handle, and whatever was going on with him." And he's still convinced. I was, somebody taught him the phrase over the weekend. What he's been using it as ad nauseum, like deniability. What's the
plausible
deniability?
Right? And I'm like, what are you talking? No, but all that aside, though, was that a genuine connection you had, or was it like, dude, I just need to shut you up because I don't want to get in a bar fight with this guy because he's huge?
I'd get into a bar fight with him, but no, I've had two major points of contention with Ken's positionings, and the first one was his reaction to even if I don't think you were, but even if someone insinuated, oh, you joined the military for money,
which is not an insult, but go ahead.
Which is not an insult. His position on how that was insulting to him, it feels like other people that did serve because they were in financial issues and they wanted to escape poverty is lesser. And that's what it came off as. People in the Reddit were saying it, people in the Discord saying, like, it seems weird for Ken to be offended by that position. Even if Jaffe said it or didn't say it, why would he be offended?
Right.
That was one. And then the second one was the finger thing. He's like, I know what you're trying to say with that. I had no idea that what I was trying to say with it, apparently. He was like, that's docking. That's two penises touching, and one foreskin goes over the other penis.
Okay, he's thought a lot about that then, because
that's exactly what I thought.
I was like, okay, I joined his call on Cafe on Saturday because he asked me to join in, right? And when I get there and I do the thing, he hides my fucking video feed. He's like, that's disgusting. Don't fucking show that in public, or whatever the thing is.
This thing?
I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. He's like, okay, because it's like a gay, like dog whistle. He doesn't want to see it. That's what the take sounded like. And people seem to agree, like, oh, Ken's anti-public gayness.
It's 2025. Do gays need a dog whistle? If I'm a gay man and I want some sex and I'm just going to go, just pick it up. That's what I would do. I don't need a dog whistle. I'd show him where to put it.
Yeah, so I had those 2 points of contention. But today on his show in the morning, he talked about the two issues. Well, he talked about the gay one. Like, he's not homophobic. I thought it came off like he was. He's like, it was all just a joke. It was a meme. I wasn't really like upset about it. He's mainly just like super prude. He's like, I don't even like to like, touch my wife's waist in public. Like, I'll hold her hand, I'll give her a peck and say, I'll see you later for like parting ways. And that's like the extent for him. Anything above that is too much.
Is he hosting, like, he has a job, but did he host at his home when he does Cafe?
Pretty sure, yeah.
That's weird. I had no idea the Amish had power, or computers.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's called a setup. It's called a setup and a payoff. You set it up, you little pause.
You do the payoff. Yeah. So when he talked about the homosexual stuff, like alien abduction, $2.
Thank you, buddy.
50 pounds.
We had the number up earlier, and we will do the number from time to time, probably on High Day Friday, which we'll still do. But the only reason we took it off is my OBS is it's an OBS thing, and I have to fix it. We got to reset everything. It was nasty.
So yeah, he explained his position on the gay stuff. It's like, oh, it's not really about being gay or whatever. It's just about being so public about anything sexual. He's not a fan.
And that's and that's fine, but he lives in the world where most people are not uncomfortable with something that isn't sexual. And and it's like, if that was his issue, cool, but you've probably picked the wrong network to come to, frankly.
Yeah, I mean, it's more so I'm autistic. So I've been doing this because it's a little stim.
The fact that Zay on Nerds literally said, it means I'm a little guy. Yeah. And it's a woman doing it, and she's not scissoring. It's like, come on. By the way, Jay Styles, exciting times ahead. Always great to have you here. Thank you, buddy. And Alien Abduction. How close are we? Are we going to make this goal or not? You guys have been stupidly generous with your ducats. I do not want to e-bag. I just want to know, am I wasting my time? Because we do want to wrap the show up. I am going to be playing on this channel, and this is the real challenge we have, Tech and Bunny, we have to figure out, because right now all the shows go through this channel. This show I'm going to stream.
Yeah, on our show tomorrow, we're going against Locale Queens for their last hour, and they're going against Rewind for their first hour.
So?
Well, that's what you're saying, right? Is like
no.
Oh, then I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Go ahead and tell me what I'm saying.
The other point I had before Jeffy rudely interrupted me is is it lesser to the military for monetary reasons? I asked him on my show on Aussie today. I was like, I want to hear what your position is, because I'm assuming one, and the chat's assuming one, Reddit's assuming one. Just tell us plainly, like, how do you feel? He's like, no, it's for me personally. I don't want that to be associated with me because I love my country, but it's not my view on like other veterans. They join, they serve for their reasons. It's not on me to like judge them for it. And so, yeah, I've cleared it up. I've cleared the air. I'm happy. I'm satisfied. I will box him though if he wants to, but he says no because I'm short.
Okay. Well, he would also have to be in close proximity to you, which is probably gay.
Yeah, it's pretty gay.
All boxers are gay.
You should have reversed on
Ken was a huge military hero, but he would only be a sniper. He's like, I'm not getting near anyone. Maybe Ken's issue is not PDA, and his issue is not homophobia. Maybe he's just like Howard Hughes. He just doesn't want to touch anybody. He's like a germ freak or something. I mean, a great sniper though.
Isn't Stevie?
Every
Mondale?
time he got a kill, he'd be like, "This is for beans." And I'm not making fun of your service. It's just a funny joke.
He's gonna cry.
Who's the guy from Price is Right?
Bob Barker.
Oh, no, I'm thinking Price is Right. Deal or No Deal. That's what I'm thinking of.
Howie Mandel. Yeah, he's got. He won't touch.
Howie Mandel's he's the better known don't touch me guy. I think.
Yeah. I gotta say, says Brian M of the Nevada M's, fucking mafia fucks, but good family. I gotta say, I was not a fan of Jaffe at first, mainly because of his left-leaning politics. But I've been watching for a few months, and you're quite entertaining 97% of the time. You just can't give me the 3%, can you? You 1% fuck. I love you, Brian. I love you, Brian. Thanks for giving us.
3% is you solving audio issues.
Goddamn right. Okay, but wait a minute. Okay, so let's give somebody a way to get into our Discord. We would
it's
love
in
it.
there, pinned to the top.
It's pinned to the top. We also have a Reddit that Tech has set up. That's brand new. That's live now. Tomorrow at 9:00 is going to be 6:00 California, 9:00 North Carolina. If you don't live in those places, we don't care about you at all. We hope you die. That's going to be the normal Madhouse. And let me just give you an idea, because today, this is the last day, unless something crazy happens, that we're going to deal with a lot of this stuff. Not because it's like, oh, we're above it. It's just that it gets old, and that's not really what our show's about. So I'll just give you a rough idea of what we've got planned for tomorrow. Unless there's new breaking news in the weird, but there's always breaking news in the weird. There was a brand new Pentagon released UAP UFO video that they have come out and they have said, we're not telling you what it is. We don't know what it is here. That in and of itself is weird, especially on the heels of the UAP or the supposed UAP that they found in Colombia. We're talking about that. We're going to be talking about the 13 songs that U.S. has used as torture. We may not be getting to the Shroud of Turin tomorrow, but Keemstar brought this up a while ago, and it got my brain going. And so we'll be talking about the Shroud of Turin pretty soon. We have the Internet Hobo tomorrow. Sounds like Cochise might be able to call in, and we're going to go through his analysis of this EVP, which I thought was pretty weird. We're going to be doing, look at this. AI uses video of slain victim as an impact statement. Illegal first. Guy's dead, but the AI addressed the court, right? There's some good stuff coming down tomorrow on Madhouse. But for today, what we'll tell you is Bunny and I, and maybe Tech if he's around, Keemstar might need his grass cut or something. But if he's around...
Turn up, Mike.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. If he's around, we'll be in a VC. What?
You go like this to talk, and then you immediately turn your head and face away from it and continue.
If he's around, but
live his life.
I know, fuck off, Tech, you non-North Carolina, non-California living fuckstick.
Yeah, get out of here.
Bunny, we thought Bunny was about to drop a big one. She's like, I'm too high. Just get out of here. But she made this great new logo. We're going to be putting it on some things. That will be happening in the VC today, maybe in about an hour, but just stay tuned. I'll tweet it out as well. And then we'll stay live for another 5 minutes. How much are we away from the girlfriend?
We are 23 away.
All right, hang on. Now, I do not want you guys to give us this money if you don't think this is a good thing. What this is, and I got to find it now, is that I will be making, if we get the gold door open today,
an AI girlfriend.
An AI girlfriend using Peridot. David, we're talking about the toy box killer too. Is it Peridot AI? Is that what it's called? Yeah, here it is.
Mish, $20 saying, here you go.
All right. Thank you, Mish. I okay. Then there you go. So
just $3 away. Sometime
this week. Oh, thank you, Winnie. Sometimes this week, Mish, we will be making, maybe even on tomorrow's show, but if not tomorrow, it'll be the next night show, going live at 6. We'll be making me an AI girlfriend, and I'll date her on the stream for a month, and we'll check in with her every couple of days and see if Gen Z is right about this. Maybe this is a good fucking thing to do. Mish, thank you. And Solar Edge, Appreciate it. Solar Edge is the guy that got banned by Ken and you defended him and went to bat for him. What happened there?
Solar Edge?
Isn't it? Maybe it was Bunny. Maybe it was somebody over on, but thank you, Solar Edge. It was somebody on LolCal, and they were like, you banned my friend or deleted my friend, Solar Edge. I thought it was you. Maybe it was Bunny.
I like Solar Edge. I think he posted a super chat and then they deleted his fucking super chat. And I was like, why the fuck would you delete a super chat? It's just the little finger thing, right? You're scamming them.
Wow. A fuck ton
and then the
of
response was, oh, the money's still there. Hey, don't worry. The money's still there.
Do you think Ken's playing a character though? Is this an arc for him?
I don't know. I hope it's a character. He was a much more agreeable, lovable guy before.
Do you think it's a role, Bunny?
I definitely think he's not being himself anymore. But that's not me saying that I think his old self was that good either.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right.
I don't know. Ken's just always been very boring to me. And
you think Ken's good in bed?
Mm-mm.
Out of all the male LCU hosts that are still there, I don't want to make you uncomfortable because me and Tech are here. But which one of them do you think is best as a lover? I hate the word lover; it's so gross. Mm-hmm. But which do you think is the best in bed? Let's all think. Don't say it. I want to think too. No, Tech, I want you to think about it as well.
Well, it's me.
I want you to think about the men in the LCU. Who do you think, not that you want to have sex with, but who do you think is probably better in bed than anyone else? Let me think. Here's what we got. We've got Ken, Billy, One Buff, Eric.
Wow.
Eric would go crazy.
Eric would break your fucking back. He wouldn't do it on purpose. And then he'd be like moving your body around. Like it's like Gilbert Grape at the end. Mama.
Mama.
I don't know the reference, but I'm laughing.
What's the guy's name? What's his name? DiCaprio.
I know that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know that, Mom.
He's like, you're sleeping, Mama. You're playing, Mama. But she was this big, like 400-pound, 800-pound woman, and she couldn't get out of bed, and she had a heart attack. And he had some kind of learning disability, and he came up to see her, and she wouldn't wake up because she was dead. So Eric would be like hitting Bunny's body with a stick, and her arm was like, it's like, Mama, wake up, Bunny. But then it would actually
nude him, Gilbert.
It would be it would actually be Sweet Tea's arm, and she would that would just be her arm. No, I'm awake. I'm fine. But anyway, what were we talking about? Men. Okay, so Ken, Eric, Billy, Keem, Boogie,
Buff.
Buff,
Grim, Nightmare,
Shockhead,
and Tech Protect.
I don't want to talk about you in bed with anybody.
Yeah.
Okay. So honestly, I think Boogie is probably good in bed. I don't think he always was. When you hear Boogie talk, somebody's calling. How is that?
Someone's calling you.
Oh, on Discord. Oh, I can't.
Not calling us.
Yeah, I can't get that right now. 1 second. Keep talking.
What do you think? What do you think, Bunny? Who's the worst? Who's the absolute trash?
Well, now I'm scared he's gonna break my back, so I'm gonna say Eric.
Eric is the worst.
Yeah, that does sound dangerous. I didn't even think about the strength.
It'd be a fun fucking ride, though. Maybe
it's like Eric would see having sex as like now learning how to make movies with bionicles instead of Legos. Like it's a whole different skill set.
I did it. But
God, absolute worst.
This is hard.
I didn't say worst. I said best.
I know. But we're waiting until you got back, so we started asking the worst one. We're not cooking the content. Maybe Ken, but only because I think like he uses like the sheet with the hole.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like this is just for us to make a child. Do not get enjoyment out of this, please. I don't want you to like it. I don't want to like it.
I would say
for work.
I'm not saying Boogie would be the best, but I think because he's gone through a bit of a spiritual turn, he seems more confident in himself. there's kind of an uninhibited aspect to him that he might bring to it. Whereas I think Ken is very inhibited. Buff Weeb probably still sees himself as a fat guy, so I don't know if he can really break through that. Not that fat people are bad in bed, but he probably was insecure about that. Billy, I don't know. Maybe you're saying no. Why not? Not
But we met Billy in person.
Billy could. Yeah,
He has
Billy could.
I feel like Billy has sex with like a tutorial booklet like nearby just in case. He's like, well, my doctor says that this, I probably should at this angle.
Okay, because he has to be careful. He has to be careful.
Yeah, he needs like a prescription for sex moves.
I understand. That's fair. Let's get to the real question. Do you think Keemstar's good in bed?
Not to make it weird, but yeah, probably. I imagine he has the most practice out of anyone on that list.
Okay.
That's a good point.
Bunny, what do you think?
Yeah, I guess, looking at it from a practice standpoint, out of everybody on the list, I'd probably say.
Yeah, I mean, like,
he's doing at least a little bit.
Some of these guys, it's like they're driving like, sedans, like little Corollas and shit their whole lives. Like, yeah, they can handle a car. I feel like Keem's driven like a number of Ferraris, and he can drive them however he wants. He's at the top tier.
So the experience is why you guys say he would be good at the work.
Yeah, someone with a lot of talent who's fucked 2 times is going to be the same as like someone with like average talent who's fucked like 100, 200, 300 times.
That's fair.
I was thinking Keem's probably fucked at least like 5. Like, if we're comparing it to everybody on the list, that's probably still a lot. Like 5.
5 people? Different people?
I'm just kidding. I think Keem's fucked more than 5 people. That was a joke.
Well, he fucked 3 of us Saturday.
Yeah, true.
Well, that's true.
You know.
Yeah. 2.5 because he just made me watch.
Let's do the ladies. Now, who do you think over there would be the best in bed? Don't mention my new friend Xylee because it bothers her, and I don't want to upset her. Becky's hit her. Becky probably. She seems like she'd be a blast in bed.
Yeah, I feel like Becky would be a hoot.
Yeah, like you'd laugh the whole fucking time. Like she would like fart in bed while you're in the middle of a total great moment, but it would still be so hilarious that
It'd be good.
And when
you have a giggle gasm.
And she'd come to fucking bed with that roach costume on and shit. So maybe.
Yes.
I want to.
She's silly.
She's silly, whimsical. I want to say this. Jed Dempsey, welcome to Diet Soda Soldiers. Thank you, buddy. And Father Alex, 18 months. Tonight is the $30 early access for Doom. Am I playing? If I stream tonight on this channel, I will be streaming Doom, the new Doom that comes out early access. But I'm not sure yet. Okay. Somebody's saying, Jaffe, please read my. I didn't see. You have to put it again. I think that's the show. What do you guys think? So nice
show. We unlocked the weekend stream for you making a AI girlfriend.
Oh, is it a weekend thing? We're doing it on the weekend? All right, that's fine.
I thought it was the weekend, right?
It's a stream, whether it's part of the show, but we are going to do it this week 100%. Whether it's the weekend or it's part of tomorrow or Wednesday, we'll do it. Or a separate show. If you want to watch Bunny and I and maybe Tech make some merch off the new logo, that is happening in about an hour from now. That little kitty.
On the Discord.
Oh, the baby.
Look. He keeps scaring me because he keeps grabbing for my
I'm going to play with you. You're my best friend. You have to play with me. All right, fellas. But the red door opens, Fred, the creation of the lady you see on the screen. My very first AI girlfriend. And if it works well, my very last.
What do you want to name her?
I don't know. We have all these things.
Petunia.
No. Germantha?
Yeah.
Horrible bunny button. Jesus Christ. Good to see you, Brian M. We're glad you found us as well. Okay. Tomorrow, though, proper Madhouse begins. 6 o'clock California time. 9 o'clock East Coast. Back to aliens, UFOs, cryptids, paranormals, weird science, weird tech, weird call-ins, and just weird fucking shit. If you found us today, thank you, welcome. If you're here from Gabbin' and Games, always great to see you. If you came over from LCU, we have no hate for those guys over there, but we appreciate you giving us a shot, and we hope to see you in the future. All the super chats and members, much appreciated. There's a lot more coming down the line for memberships and channels and new shows here, but it'll be kind of roll out because this just happened to us yesterday. So you got to give us a little bit of time. But we'll be here all week with nothing else. Then if nothing else, it'll be Madhouse at 6 o'clock. All right, fellas. Bunny, what do you want to wrap it up with? Anything to say?
Sassy Fetus will be here tomorrow, and I'm excited for that.
I'm excited too. Tech. Wait, hang on. Wait. Bunny, do we want to let Tech say anything? Do we want to let him say anything?
Well, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe Keemstar will let him say something.
Oh yeah, I bet Keem will. You should ask him.
Yeah. Ask your handler.
Find out how loyal he is.
3 words?
Yeah, 3 words, bitch.
Love you, chat.
Oh wow. He's always
fuck you. No one's picking your dumb ass up now.
No.
All right. Thanks, fellas. We'll see you soon. I don't know what's on the screen at this point. Is it the closed doors? And the
wait. Before we go.
Yeah.
Song. Long time since we've done a song for Canty.
Goddamn right. You goddamn right.
So let's close it out. Let's put the doors on the screen.
Okay, so I think I can. You have to tell me if the doors are on the screen. So 1 second.
I'll let you know.
All right. Are they on the screen?
Not yet.
There
we go. Well, they were for like a second. Now they're gone.
Hang on. How about this?
It's on the screen. It's just the doors closed. Hell yeah.
All right, you start.
All right.
You start, Tech.
What does it mean to be Canty? You're back from the dead, and now you can sit in the bed with the Bunny and Jaffe show on Madhouse, the network. Bunny, go.
Canty, thank you for coming. Please help me, Canty. My parents attacked me. Help me, Canty, help. Stop.
Canty was a tiny lady who owned a business that cleaned up people who offed themselves, and one day she found a brain in a sink, and that was from someone who did the offing of themselves. And then she said, I'm going to eat this brain, and she developed superpowers and psychic powers of the man whose brain she found. And then that happened, and that was the story of Canty. Bye, you guys.
Love you, chat. Have a nice day. We'll see you tomorrow.
We're gonna send you guys. We should send them to let's send them to a locale show just for fun.
Oh fuck it! Yeah, hold on.
Who's on right now?
Milkers.
Send them to Milkers.
No, give me like 9 seconds, 12 seconds. Because I was not ready. I was not prepared.
Send them over to Milkers. We're gonna redirect you over there. It was so nice to see Savage, buddy. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for the super chat.
Why won't it load? There we go. Hold on. Setting this, clicking this, grabbing that, copy this, paste it here, edit, customization, redirect.
Father,
such a great day.
Bridge Troll, welcome to Diet Soda, buddy. We appreciate you being here. Hope to see all you guys tomorrow at 6 o'clock. And we'll have a morning.
Everybody.
Bye, guys. Are we redirecting?
Love you.
Are we redirecting?